Mike, what it do? What it do, man? What it do? What it do? Welcome to Doc TV, man. We in live this Sunday, man. I hope y'all doing pretty good out there, man. You know what I'm saying? Took care of a lot of few things this weekend. Um, got some stuff going. You know what I'm saying? Always happy when I got some motion going. Got some stuff accomplished. You know what I'm saying? Though, man's feeling under the weather today, so. Still have to get out here to the football practice. You know what I'm saying? Not football practice. I'm sorry. They hand out equipment. Season coming up, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited for that. I'm gonna be a assistant coach, Papa Warner football, y'all. I don't know. That's just crazy to me because you know what I'm saying. Love sports. And you know, uh, that type of thing. Never really played like on the professional tip or not obviously not professional tip, but the high school organized junior high Pop Warner. It's little reasons I didn't do that, but you know, um, we'll see. What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? How you say that though? An acrobat 2188. Okay. What it do? Hello. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yeah. So, um, my son, he's been in different sports. He played Pop Warner for flag, but it's gonna be his first time in tackle. All of us little bit concerned. He's not too much into it now, but it wasn't too much into Pop Warner when he played, but then it ended up being decent for him. I just like the element of it where it's not the violence part, that type of thing. It gets the testosterone going and things like that. It gets you, amped up, pumped up, and all that type of thing. But we can't deter from the fact of what's been going on with we got CTE, you just got concussions, injuries, these type of things. It's a dangerous thing. So I'm inherently, but so is swimming in the ocean, taking a run, taking a hike, those type of things. But like I said, I like the fact that as an 8-year old, like man, I'm gonna have influence on him being a man, growing up into a man. My older son is gonna have an influence on that. My brother, males he's around, but he has an extra male as far as his head coach. Shout out Chris, man. Just to kind of keep grounded. You know what I'm saying, and keep him let 'em know that there's different aspects in life where you need to be tough or you need to be respectable. You need to be humble. These type of things. It's been cool, and just me being on the assistant coach part of things, man. It's just even me being on the team because I remember last year, me and my wife, we were the only ones like kind of. I didn't say the only ones. We were at no, we weren't the only ones. I'm sorry. We were at a lot of these, well, as practices at all. We were participating in everything, and it just becomes, good to see them grow and then develop and all that type of stuff, And that's in anything. It could have been in whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? But it's just good to, what I'm saying. What to do, Isabella? You know what I'm saying? I could pronounce that, uh, uh, yeah, so man, it's been good. It's been good, man. He's under the weather. Almost it's hot, and he's was feeling hot. So he's feeling a little better now, man. But shout out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? It was good. So they got some rest. You know what I'm saying? We want to go into this dude, man. Brandon Aiyuk, man. Brandon Aiyuk, man. Arizona State Sun Devil. You know what I'm saying? Former San Francisco 49. I don't even know if he's still on the team. Let's just see what's going on, man. They give these dudes money and they go crazy. But we're talking about CTE and all this stuff. And man, is he on it? Is he on that? You know what I'm saying? Is he on that? Now we're gonna break into the Flight Mike reaction, and Flight Mike breaks it down well. The title of this joint: How to Destroy Your Life in 8 seconds, y'all. Let's go. Oh, I'm gonna hit that like because we using y'all video. Shout out to Flight Mike, man. Go over to this
District Attorney's Office issued a warrant for Brandon Aiyuk's arrest today, where he appeared to be filming himself in the driver's seat going 40 miles per hour over the speed limit.
It's either mental.
Okay, so 40 miles per hour over the speed limit. So if you're 60, you're going 100. It's 65. I done went 105 and you know, not to brag about it, but you know, it's not safe or anything like that or by any stretch of the imagination. But however, yeah, sometimes you gotta test that dash out. Respectfully, you gotta test that dash out. Safety.
Health crisis. Or he's dumb. But how stupid do you have to be?
5 months ago, I made a video about Brandon Aiyuk ruining his life. And unfortunately, as of today, everything got significantly worse. Last time I talked about how he basically filmed himself committing a crime, flying past Levi Stadium at 100 miles an hour. And I wasn't exaggerating.
And then you're going to do the stuff by your stadium. All right. When was this?
Significantly worse. Last time I talked about how he basically filmed himself committing a crime, flying past Levi Stadium at 100 miles an hour. And I wasn't
Hey, y'all. Hit that like, y'all. Hit that like, y'all, man. We getting in here, man. You know, hit that like, that sub, you know what I'm saying? We get into different things, man. Let's go.
Exaggerating. As of this morning, that situation escalated significantly. There is now a warrant out for Brandon Aiyuk's arrest. And somehow that's not even the headline. The 49ers.
That's June 3rd. That's June 3rd. So we on June 6th, 7th. We on 6th, 7th.
Niners are cutting him this week. It's the end of one of the weirdest, most depressing stretches I've ever covered on this channel. A receiver.
Man, okay, so he got cut. I'm like, bro, what is up with this dude? Like, when is it gonna be over? Like he just got that payday. Niners wide receiver Aiyuk agreed to 4-year, $120 million extension. Let me do my math. 120 divided by 4 is $30 million a year for a wide receiver. Wow. All right. Let's go.
Who cashed in for $120 million, but fumbled the bag so badly that he is now getting released. He's got a criminal charge on him, and he's about to sign somewhere else for pennies on the dollar compared to what he used to pull in. And the wildest part is Brandon Aiyuk told us this was coming. 2 years ago, he teased where he was going to land. And I mean, I guess this is one way to get there. I'm going to break down all of this in just a sec. Before we get to the content, I just want to shout out my pop culture channel. As news slows down here a little bit, we're going to be pushing more content on my third channel, Flight Mike TV. If you love the way we cover football news, I'm sure you're going to really love the way we do our videos there. I'm going to leave a link to it in the description down below and pinned in the comment section. And now that we get all that out of the way,
go to Flight Mike. Go to Flight Mike, y'all. Just not right.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. What's going on, everybody? So it's been 5 months since we last covered this topic, so let me catch you guys up a little bit. In August of 2024, after a holdout and a summer of nonsense, and I'm telling you a ton of nonsense, like Brandon Aiyuk's girlfriend threatening to leave the 49ers, and Brandon Aiyuk causing a lot of drama in one offseason so he could get the contract that he wanted, the 49ers eventually caved, giving him a 4-year, $120 million extension. And by week 7 of that year, he blows out his knee against the Kansas City Chiefs, tearing his ACL, MCL, and meniscus, and he hasn't played since. During the rehab, he basically
That's bad, man. That's one of them terrible ones. You want to stay away from the concussions and all that type of stuff, but man, them legs, man, when you're using them constantly,
hosts the San Francisco 49ers, and as a result of that, they void $27 million in guarantees, which is kind of mind-boggling when you think about it. This man was literally getting paid just rehab. The 49ers clearly had buyer's remorse. It must suck to pay a wide receiver $30 million a year and only get him for 7 games. So you would think Aiyuk would do everything in his power to make sure that he was still getting paid. But no, he wasn't even able to stay in contact with the team. And as a result, the 49ers found a way out of his contract. After they voided the $27 million in guarantees, Aiyuk, for some reason, thought it would be a good idea to film himself driving triple digits past Levi Stadium. And that's the story that we have so far. far, and unfortunately, it only goes downhill from here. So let's talk about the warrant. Santa Clara County's DA charged Aiyuk with a misdemeanor, exhibition of speed, and the number that came out is worse than what we knew back in December. He was doing 140 miles per hour in a 40-mile-per-hour zone, right next to the building where he used to play his home games. Now, to his credit, he did own this situation back on December 24th and apologized, but that doesn't make the charge go away. Santa Clara PD said back then they were aware of it and they were looking into it, and 6 months later, here we are. David Lombard over.
Hey, what you think? You just gonna apologize? All right, I apologize, my fans and to people of Santa Clara for speeding through. Come on, man.
At the San Francisco Standard confirmed the entire thing. So this isn't just something I digged up from X. And the timing is very ironic. He's days away from free agency and then this information drops about him. So any general manager kicking the tires on him now isn't just looking at a guy coming off of a brutal knee injury who walked out on his last team. They're looking at a guy with an open warrant. Now let's talk about the breakup itself, because the cap math is kind of brutal if you're a 49ers fan. The 49ers are releasing him and they're using a post-June 1st designation to do it. By waiting, they spread about $35 million in dead money over 2 years, roughly $13 million this season and $21 million in 2027. And after all of that, they clear something like $2 million in cap space this year. They're swallowing $35 million in dead money to save $2. That's not a cap decision. That is a team doing everything they possibly can to get a toxic person out of the building. The 49ers didn't sit on hoping that Aiyuk would come back. They invested heavily in their wide receiver room over the offseason, signing Mike Evans and Christian Kirk, and they drafted another wide receiver. So they filled that need completely. John Lynch said it straight up, saying safe to say he's played his final snap with the 49ers. They did try to flip him for something. After the draft, Lynch basically posted a help wanted ad saying,
"We're available. Give us a call."
But nobody was interested. Nobody wanted to even give up a day 3 pick for a former all-pro wide receiver. The market determines the value of a player, and the value of Brandon Aiyuk is crystal clear. Kyle Shanahan gave us a bit of an inside look as to what was going on behind closed doors between the 49ers and Aiyuk.
Yeah, we haven't seen him forever. So, I mean, that's a decision they make. It's been pretty simple for me. I mean, I haven't seen him in a month. You know, that's and same with our team. Been plugging away and no big deal. Or it's just.
That's insane, bro. That's insane. Like you a professional football player under a contract, gang. And I ain't seen you in a month. In a month, bro. I ain't seen you in a month, fam. I'm a Raiders fan, and I call the 49ers the 40 whiners, wine the K. But this is just pathetic. This is sad from a well-run organization, bro. Like, I don't know what's going on exactly with that. That's
something we've been used to for a while, but I know it's new to you guys. So,
and then he said it was something that he's never seen in 22 years of coaching, which is really insane if you think about it. Shanahan's coached legends, headaches, every kind of personality you can name, and he's telling you that he's never once seen a guy go completely no contact with the whole building. In my last video, I told you that Kyle Shanahan hasn't laid eyes on Brandon Aiyuk in over a month. It wasn't just distance. The guy went completely dark. He stopped picking up for anybody, which is where I want to at least take a brief moment to address the human element in all of this. Remember, when Brandon Aiyuk was about to hit free agency, 3 teams were lined up to make him one of the richest receivers in the league. The Patriots offered $32 million a year. The Browns offered $30 million a year. And the Steelers offered $27.7 million a year. Aiyuk said no to all of it to stay in San Francisco. Then he lost $27 million the 49ers had already guaranteed him. And now, instead of $30 million a year, he's staring at.
Bro, this is not $12. This is not $12,000. This is not $120,000. This is $12 million. $12 million to play a game to rehab, bro.
At a 1-year prove-it deal around $12 million, maybe half of that actually guaranteed. Stack it up, and this is a guy who's torched north of $100 million in earnings over the next few years. Not because his knee gave out. That's just bad luck, and he protected himself from this. But it's because of what he did after. And now there's a criminal charge on him. Now, you might be thinking,
"But Mike, it's just a misdemeanor."
Okay, fine. But a warrant for your arrest is a warrant for your freaking arrest. And 104 and a 40 isn't just a fender bender. That's the kind of speed that ends with somebody in a body bag, and it's not always the driver. It's also the kind of off-the-field concern that can drag a player in front of the NFL's personal conduct policy. So a guy who was already a tough sell just made himself even riskier. I mean, you compare him to Tyreek Hill, for instance. Tyreek Hill blew his knee out a year ago, and yeah, Tyreek Hill comes with baggage and off-the-field concerns as well, and he still hasn't been signed. Hell, Stephon Diggs, who had over 1,000 yards receiving last year and was found not guilty of the charges that his
So I'm concerned about, man, with this CT stuff, and especially like my son getting into playing football and stuff like that, man. This wide receiver, like this, shaking in your head, like the shaking all the time, running, stopping, going, getting hit. I don't know if that's these wide receivers are the ones. It seems like I'm not saying they're all, but let's just look what they just mentioned. Stephon Diggs. Talk about Antonio Brown, Aiyuk, Chris Henry, rest in peace. Who else we got? What you just mentioned one. It just seems like they be going through certain things, and man, I don't know, but I just want y'all to pay attention. It just has to be something crazy in your head to like just go ahead and let me just burn this money. You know what I'm saying? Because more is going to come or something. I don't know.
personal chef brought forth against him still hasn't been signed. No team was willing to trade him. Kyle Shanahan said he never saw something like this in his 22 years of coaching. This has nothing to do with his knee anymore. There's 31 other teams in the NFL that watched Brandon Aiyuk ghost his team, skip his rehab, and post a crime onto his social media, and quietly agreeing that this guy simply wasn't worth the trouble anymore. You can easily boost your stats up again, but getting the entire league to trust you again is a completely different animal. 2 years ago, Brandon Aiyuk had it all. He appeared in a Super Bowl. He had $120 million. His best years were still in front of him. A team that made it to the Super Bowl this last year was interested in trading for him 2 years ago and making him their number one wide receiver. And all of that is gone right now because he did all of this damage to himself. Back in December, I mentioned how Grant Cohn pointed out the 49ers had been hinting for weeks that Aiyuk wasn't doing well, and that when a reporter flat out asked Shanahan if he was worried about him, Shanahan said the press conference was not the forum for that. And look, I know Grant Cohn is very polarizing as a reporter, and I'm going to be straight with you. I am not a doctor. I have no idea what's going on in Brandon Aiyuk's personal life. The only people that really do know are probably the people that are closest to him. But when you line all of this up, going no contact with everyone he works with, a veteran coach saying he's never seen anything like it, doing 100+ through city streets and posting it, now a charge, and that doesn't look like a guy that's being stubborn over a contract. Le'Veon held out and went and played pickup at an LA Fitness. Antonio Brown had multiple meltdowns, but he did it out in the open. Aiyuk just went quiet and started doing things that put him in real danger. I've spent a couple of videos roasting him for fumbling the bag. And on the football side, yeah, clearly he did. I'd be lying to you if I didn't say there is something more concerning going on here. When the people around a guy are dropping hints that he might not be okay, the only decent move is that you hope that he gets the help he needs. I personally hope he's all right. A blown contract you could bounce back from, but any severe mental health concerns or anything going on in his personal life is a completely different animal. And
exactly, man, it is a completely different animal, and it's like that's not coming back from. This is going to be progressively worse, and people close to him need to speak up and intervene and stop being blinded by the money, in my opinion.
I think it's at least fair to acknowledge that in this situation. But let's go back to the football stuff now that we acknowledged all this. So you remember in the beginning when I said Brandon Aiyuk warned us that this was going to happen eventually? On June 1st, David Lombardi clocks that Aiyuk had stripped his Instagram down to 3 accounts: his wife, Jaden Daniels, and the Washington Commanders. And if you watched my first Aiyuk video, this should give you chills, because how did this whole thing kick off? Well, on June of 2024, Aiyuk posts that FaceTime TikTok with Jaden Daniels saying this.
They said they don't want me back.
And Daniels lit up screaming,
"Hey man, I ain't gonna. It gives me eerie feelings of that Antonio Brown. Me being a Raider fan, that Antonio Brown situation where he finally got his walking papers from the Raiders, where he didn't play a snap, and he turned around and he's like, yeah, I'm free. hey, Jaden Daniels, you better be careful what you asking for. You know, I don't know. He might come in lit up, but you gotta light up the field. But you gotta look at these examples, fam, of what he's putting in front of you. You know what I'm saying? He don't even realize what's
That
going
was
on.
the moment that everybody understood that Aiyuk wanted out and wanted to go play with his old college quarterback. 2 years later, after making it to a Super Bowl, a $120 million that blew up, a torn up knee, the disappearing act, a warrant, he's actually about to go do it. Washington's been the favorite to land him for months now, and the ties are everywhere. Him and Daniels were teammates at Arizona State back in 2019. Adam Peters, the Commanders GM, was in the 49ers front office when they drafted Aiyuk in 2020. So the guy who helped pick him and his college quarterback are both sitting in DC right now, and Washington reportedly knows full well how badly he wants to be there. Daniels was even asked about this, and he played it cool, saying that his buddy's football future was out of his control. So what would the deal here actually look like? Well, according to Spotrac, Brandon Aiyuk's market value is around $12.5 million on a one-year deal. One cap guy figured it's more like $7.5 million in base salary that could double if he stays healthy and produces. So compare that to where we first started here. In his first 4 years in the league, the guy put up 269 receptions, almost 4,000 yards, 25 touchdowns, with a 1,342 yard second team All-Pro year in 2023. And the offers I told you about in video 1, the Patriots offering 32 a year, the Browns offering 30 a year, the Steelers offering 27 points.
Like I ain't gonna lie, even if none of this stuff was going on, I don't even think Brandon Aiyuk was like that, bro. I don't even think he was like that when he was in his biggest, when he was in his career, like in his bag, like before he got his injury. Like he wasn't even like that. Like 30 million a year. That's crazy. He ain't seen the field in over a year.
7 a year. He passed on every single one of them to stay a Niner. Now it's a one-year deal, maybe $12 million, maybe half guaranteed, but his warrant comes with it. The same story I gave you with Le'Veon Bell turning down $70 million and signing for less, and Antonio Brown blowing up a $50 million deal that he signed with the Raiders that he never came back from. Aiyuk's just the newest name on the wall of guys who had it all and let it slide right through their hands. It's the definition of fumbling the bag and sabotaging your life. Look, Brandon Aiyuk is fairly young, and this story is clearly not over. If he lands in Washington, that's a real asset. Back with a quarterback he loves, lined up next to Terry McLaurin on a team that's actually trying to win something, and on a one-year deal. He's the hungriest guy in the building, playing for one more payday. If he's healthy and in a good place mentally, he could remind everybody really quickly why he got that $120 million in the first place. That's a lot of ifs, guys. And the way he got here is about as strange as anything we've covered. A Super Bowl receiver to a $120 million man, to a guy who ghosted his whole team, lost his guarantees, picked up a charge, and got cut. And the whole time he was basically telling us through a TikTok where he was going to end up anyway. So the question here is very simple. Is Washington the start of a comeback, or is it the next chapter in a fall from grace that we still haven't seen the bottom of? Tell me what you guys think about this in the comments down below. Aside from that, I'm your boy Mike, and I'm dropping our mic until our next upload.
Shout out, man. Flight Mike, man. Go sub up to his channel, Flight Mike's, on YouTube and all other platforms. Like I was saying, man, it's just crazy, y'all. Like I could see on a smaller scale, you give somebody that doesn't have any money some money. Like if you 20,000, somebody just dropped you 20,000, you're not used to having that type of money. And so, you 19, 20. I'm saying see yourself blowing and spending the wrong way and things like that. But when you're talking about 120 million, you're a professional. And yeah, you may fumble the bag here and there, maybe you make some bad purchases, but just like say, hey, here's the money. I'm cool. You guys can have it. I'm just gonna wild out, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna wild out. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully you don't have seen you had a girlfriend, man. Hopefully you don't have kids and stuff like that, man. Cause all these situations with these, it seems like wide receivers, it don't end up well. We got one more thing, man. I wanted to go through before we get into something else. But yeah, he came up with something what today? What was today? The shorts, yeah. There it is, right? There's this. I don't know what. Yeah, we're just gonna go with that. All right, so let's start. Let's start with this.
Mr. Brandon Aiyuk is sending messages. Quite literally, he posts on his Instagram story, "Stop the cap, the gig is up." Now, Brandon,
Whoa, Jesus.
it's very clear you want to end up in Washington. Mr. Brandon Aiyuk is sending messages. Quite literally, he posts on his
You could be the guy.
Mr. Brandon Aiyuk is sending messages. Quite literally, he posts on his Instagram story, "Stop the cap, the gig is up." Now, Brandon,
Oh, that gotta be AI, bro.
it's very clear.
That gotta be AI, man. Because I don't think he look like that for real though. He might. I'll see him play for a year, bro.
You know, like them kids when they don't get picked for the basketball game at the court.
Brandon.
You know, like them kids when they don't get picked for the basketball game at the court. But they the ones that brought the ball. So they like, all right, y'all don't want to pick me. I'm taking my ball. I'm going home. Ass boys, little ass boys. Or like when your kid, he got this one toy, but he don't really know how to use it correctly. So somebody else about to pick it up and play with it. And they're like, oh yeah, this shit litty. And they're like, wait, hold on, that's my toy. Ass boy, little ass boy. Man, stop running from the belt. The belt coming. You scared. They scared. The truth is they scared.
Who is he talking
They
to?
know
Bro?
how I get. They gonna say, oh yeah, BA did this, BA did that. BA did, you know that shit allegedly. But what they not gonna say is BA suck at football because they know how I get. And they running from that belt that's on the way. It's inevitable. It's coming. Stop running. Stop being a female dog.
Stop being a female dog.
Stop being a little cat.
Being a little cat.
Stop running from the belt. You know, like them kids when they don't get picked for the basketball game at the court. But they the ones that brought the ball. So they like, all right, don't want to pick me. I'm taking my ball. I'm going home. Ass boys.
Man. Shout out to Brandon Aiyuk, man. I just feel unfortunate he had all that generational wealth he could change a lot with. Even if he blew some, he could still change a lot with his future kids, his current kids, or whoever, his family. Just do some good things with it, but you crashing out right now. And if you were not crashing out, somebody is powers to be pushing you into that direction. You need to get that addressed, man. But then tell me what y'all think about Brandon Aiyuk, man. Is he gonna end up in the in the Washington Commanders uniform? What's gonna go on, man? Because you lost the bag, man. But that's that's that part of the section, man. This segment. I'm sorry. Yeah, Doc TV, man. Hit that like. Shout out to Flat Night. Shout out to all of them. And let me know what y'all think in the chat, man.
It's not gay to get pegged. What's up?
Bitch ass. And I with dope. I had to tell him last night.
And I didn't think about the fact that Spody Face is like the most irrationally anti-whack figure on the West Coast.
It's two great replacements that's there anyway. Because I ain't finna, cool. And from that, and I'm gonna be real, the no jumper and say whack 100, you gonna look like a bigger bitch because defender. I'm fired on and never fall back.
That's what you're saying. I don't know that to be true. I have absolutely no idea.
I showed you. He came in. It always give me.
From my perspective, like Ant sounded.
Places his.
Found out what the Ant in Ant Hefe stands for.
Oh, this guy before extra. Sporty was. He never swung back one time. Every time Wack called me.
Spody Face and Munchie B.
A whole nother shit. Just say use a.
What I would like you to talk about this build and gay all the time. That should be good enough for you. You don't need to be
Man, what the f are you talking about? You have
just
Travis.
Stop.
You had.
Don't appreciate you
So
saying
you
that
saying
shit.
He never took Uber?
Maybe it happened once, but I don't appreciate you talking about. Would you agree with me? I think it's obvious that Spody Face and J Hood on the podcast not going to work.
No, I believe it's that.
Maybe you could kind of dip in.
It's a lane for this type of content. You know what I'm saying? It's a couple names for it, but it's a lane for this. But I watch it for entertainment, man. Like it's like watching a soap opera or something like that. But somebody on there, Munchie B, he's on there. I kind of pay attention to what's going on with him on there. One he's a real good podcaster, but he's from the same city I'm from, so shout out to him for getting on there. You know what I'm saying? People think it's like, oh yeah, bad platform and all this stuff like that. If you're a man and you stand on your own too, and you make a decision, you gotta kind of ride with what the consequences come with, if there are consequences. You know what I'm saying? Because you may be the one doing stuff for the first time that people wanted to do, whether they like to say it or not. You know what I'm saying? But found it interesting, even though this might have been like a clip farm or something like that. But I found it interesting that after we had the foot gate where Adam kicked Munchie, like kicked his chair or whatever in frustration or whatever it was. You know what I'm saying? He kind of, I don't know, but with that being done, I was kind of tripping on how he defended him right here, but that's a good look. Hopefully it's a real deal. Let's
dive in the Thursday episode with J Hood, right?
So you pretty much gonna let the that these dudes was ready to skedaddle because J Hood is in the seat, and it's to a point to where, so you just support some cowardice shit.
I'm not saying anything like that. I'm just saying that I think you are like Trump.
What?
You can't just have a bunch of Republicans and Democrats around each other and think it's going to be all good. No,
what you
because
mean? You
the
let
Democrats
sit in there.
The Democrats hate Trump so much that it overrides everything. I don't think
you let Doughboy sit in there. Why they did some whack hate?
But Doughboy is a fucking total non-affiliate. Custer
nephew's a Crip.
So
what's the problem? Spody Face is a Crip.
Okay, but would you agree with me? I think it's obvious that Spody Face and J Hood on the podcast not going to work.
No, I believe it's going to work because J Hood's done with it. He already established his respect and he's done with it.
But I don't think Spody Face seems like he wants to sit down with J Hood.
Because he's scary. So won't you tell me, because Spody Face is scared to be in the same room as J Hood, you want to put nephew on a whole nother show? Say that.
I think that they're probably not going to be able to get along going forward. And I also think that the Munchie v. J Hood is going to be weird because of the fact that Munchie hates you so much and J Hood has to like stand on business.
As a man, you should be able to say what you gonna say as a man in front of anybody. And said people right here I done told you was rats, right? When they sit right here, do I tell them they're a rat? I tell them they're a rat.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
I know sometimes. I'm going to tell you. That's what it is, right? So at the end of the day, if you pretty much saying, all right, Spody Face and Munchie B is leaving the Tuesday show because they scared to be in the same hood as J Hood.
They could stay on the Tuesday show. Then we're just going to create another show out of the way because I really like J Hood's energy and I really want to do a pod with.
I'll say this, man. I mean, people are more tapped into the no jumper allure and all that type of stuff. I feel like I watch it enough, but he's constantly, Adam 22 constantly auditioning or you know, pretty much assessing people that may be possible hosting. His type of thing is I want joints from the streets or whatever it is. I need to have the right mix of them. So he likes J Hood. You know what's funny is he started with Moose Man and Doughboy from winning that competition and said, "Hey, I want to have like a little different look." I could tell he just wanted like a little square look on the podcast. Not calling them squares, but you know, just a non-affiliate look, if you want to put it like that. But Doughboy ain't working out. And he just said, you know what? He's trying to be a member. So let's just get another member. That'll bring me more views.
With him consistently, I think he was an amazing addition to the channel. I just don't think, I think having the Tuesday show be 3 turned up members plus me and Lush, it proved to be too much. Or really, I just think J Hood is just too
what?
He's amazing. He's fire.
Too what? Too what?
He's a little, he's just a little too aggressive. And
too aggressive?
They're on other
sides. You
don't
call these motherfuckers aggressive when he talking about on B team, I'm splatting shit.
But they're chilling.
On F4.
Spody and Munchie B, no issues. They're chilling.
On some real shit, I would love Spody Face say he ain't coming back. Munchie B say he ain't coming back.
No, Munchie B actually just said that he doesn't want to be on a podcast that turns into a fucking gang member summit every week. He even said that he would be happy.
What?
That's what he said.
What?
He said he would.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I don't know what's up with the timing of a departure or possible departure. You know, as far as Munchie goes and all that type of stuff, but possible departure. You also got Spody, Spody, whatever. You know, Sporty Face, Spody Face. He say he's not coming back at all. We'll see if that still reigns true or not. But the fact of the matter is, you got some turmoil there. But even if it's because of J Hood, not because of J Hood, I don't think that's what Munchie's about. But the thing about it is, he has a valid point, man. Why? Oh, that's so easy. You got so many felons in one place. Easy call. Calling the boys. That's an easy pullover on you know, when y'all leaving or something. They did the Snoop before Jay Leno's show, right? Look that up.
Be happy to be on the Monday show with Doughboy and Moose.
Inglewood family, A-Trade Gangster, 40 Crip. It always been that.
But everybody was getting
all
along.
of them is enemies.
But
right?
everybody was getting
That's
along.
a gangbang
That
summit. So now we bring a Carson Crip that's neutral. He's neutral to these dudes.
Yeah.
You know, he ain't.
But gang affiliation is one thing. Whack affiliation is another.
So listen, just say you's a bitch and you scared to say what you gonna say, because they wouldn't say that shit if I was sitting in there.
Say what?
I guarantee you they wouldn't say none of that. They wouldn't say none of that. Munchie be 115 pounds. Let's be real, bro. Like, you should be like, yo, Munchie on some real shit. You a blind dude to take a Uber up here, bro.
No, he doesn't.
That's a fact.
No.
Bet.
Stop talking about that.
It's a fact.
It's just, I hate when you talk about like people getting hurt up here, people getting
I'm not
up.
saying that.
But why are you keep saying the Uber thing?
Because
A, it's not true, and B, it makes it sound like you're asking for something to happen here. I see who brings up every week. I know. So I'm here.
Bet.
You're not here.
Oh, I'm here.
I'm here.
I'm here.
You're not here.
Adam,
No, you're not.
I'm here.
Stop fucking saying that.
I'm
shit.
here.
I don't appreciate you saying
I'm
that.
here.
No, you're not. And I don't appreciate you
So
saying
you
that
saying he
shit.
never took Uber?
Maybe it happened once, but I don't appreciate you talking about like you can get somebody to touch that.
I didn't say that.
You say that shit.
Hey, Adam, for one, you run this building, bro.
Yes.
You don't run these streets.
Every single time I ever
You don't
seen
run
Munchie
these streets?
here, he had somebody with him
Listen,
that was obviously there.
The other day, he had to call the bitch to come. What you mean? You talking
No.
about? This is a fact. His stupid ass nigga too loud on the mic. So why you don't got the same energy when you say, "Hey, look, bro, not for nothing. Whack older than you. He got a lot of reach, and we live. So won't y'all chill out on that shit before he fuck around and take it a certain way? You don't say that.
I tell Munchie all the
How
time
many
to stop
times,
talking
Lil
about it.
John, have I stopped the homies? Told him no. I respect Adam building, so don't come at me, bro.
Stop.
No, when you gonna tell them to stop?
What are they doing? They're just talking about you, right? And I do tell them to stop, like every time.
Well, I'm just talking about him.
Okay, and they talk, but I don't like you talking about this, like my building, as if this is a place where I could make
What you mean
something
your
happen
building?
or whatever. I don't appreciate.
Uber has nothing to do with your building.
Yeah,
That
but
has
you're,
something to do
but
with the
the
street.
reason why you're saying that is because you're trying to make it seem like something could happen to Munchie here. I don't appreciate it.
Hey,
Stop.
bro, listen to me.
Hey,
Listen,
stop.
Hold on.
Stop.
So when are you gonna tell them to stop?
I do every fucking time that your name comes
They
up. I
stop?
tell him to chill out. And stop
You
talking.
made them say, "Whack, you can't call in here," and then they really ran it up.
Okay. I tell them that I don't want to talk about you, and I would appreciate if you didn't do this weird gay mob boss thing talking about him coming here in an Uber. All right.
I mean, listen, shit. I mean, you know more about him than that. We don't got it.
That's cool. Just shut up about it. Just don't talk about it
Okay,
on
but
my
you
podcast.
got to tell them to shut up about it.
I do every fucking time. How many times do we have to
You know,
repeat this
I'm
conversation?
not
I feel
from
like I'm
South
walking in
Central.
circles here.
You know, I'm
Hey, there's defense, which I don't care about defending them. Adam do kind of low key. I don't say check, but he say something every once in a while when they talk about whack. He do speak up a little bit.
not from South Central.
Everybody knows you from the valley.
I'm from 4 miles down that street. I don't
That's
got to
cool,
go to the
that's
freeway.
cool. I
So
don't
what
appreciate you geotagging us either right there.
Man, what the are you talking about? You had
Just
Travis,
stop.
You had Travis Scott.
Just stop.
do
Just
some-
don't talk about where we're at.
Whatever that
Don't
nigga-
talk about it like you could get something to happen here, because I know you're not gonna do that, and I don't appreciate
Hey,
you
if
even
I wanted
alluding
to
it.
do that, Adam, it'd have been happening.
Exactly. Cool. But
So
just
what I'm
stop
saying is-
talking about my building. Can you not take the fucking hint? Stop talking about my building
Hold on.
like this is a place where
Hold on.
shit like that
Hold on.
happens.
Well, let me ask you a
No,
question.
No.
Let me ask you a
Listen
question.
to what I'm saying.
Let me ask you a
Stop.
question.
Just stop.
So when you gonna tell them to stop?
Why do we keep having to have the same fucking conversation? I tell them to stop all the time.
And they don't.
No, and they do. I make fun of Munchie for talking about you too much, and it has stopped being a fucking topic of conversation on here, bro.
Your whole issue the other day was because he was calling me gay.
Yeah, I brought that up to clown Spody Face about the fact that he basically runs a fake news channel where he talks about you being gay all the time. That should be good enough for you. You don't need to be, oh, he's in an Uber, I could get him touched. Shut the fuck up.
No, hold on. First of all, listen.
No, hey,
What's real- wait,
are you not
I
getting
heard
the
you
vibe?
just said it.
Listen,
You just said it. I didn't say it.
Hey,
Listen.
stop it.
Listen, you
Stop
just said
fucking talking about it like you're
you just said I was gonna-
Yo,
I
I'm
never said I
on
was
the
gonna do
podcast
that.
right now if you keep talking about the shit.
No, but
right?
when you can't bring it up.
Hey, listen,
and think I
listen,
can't
I'm
respond.
gonna stop the fucking podcast right now if you don't stop doing this gay ass mob boss shit.
Who you calling gay, bro? I'm not no
I
motherfucker
don't
gay.
appreciate you acting
Hey,
like
nigga,
you
but
don't
I'm
make
not
something
gay. So
happen
don't
up
call
here.
me gay, bro.
Do you not
Do I
understand my
call you
rules?
gay?
All the time.
Because you do gay shit.
Every day. Do you not understand that I'm
Hey, look,
saying that what I don't want you to do is I don't want you to talk
I
about
get
this
that.
building as if it's somewhere
I get
where
that.
you're going to pull one of your little plays.
I
all
would
right?
never do it. If
So
I-
just
listen,
stop it.
Adam, listen, on some real shit, if I wanted to do that and I didn't have respect
That's
for
cool,
you,
but just
I
stop
would have
even
been did that.
talking about it.
Okay.
You're not getting it?
No,
You're not getting it?
But I want you to get that, motherfucker. I would never do it on the
Okay,
strength of you.
and I appreciate that.
Like on some
but
real
stop
shit.
fucking talking about it.
I mean, but what I would like
We're
to
live
say,
right now, so I can't just edit this out.
Listen,
This is great. But I
what
don't
would
want
like
you to
say,
talk about this building as if it's somewhere where that kind of thing happens.
okay, and I hear you. But what I need you to understand is I am somebody, bro.
I get it. That's
And
cool.
when motherfuckers continue, right? In your building.
Okay.
This is everybody should acknowledge,
Mhm.
hey, bro, this is my building. And by you doing that, it could potentially lead to something.
Oh,
So
but it won't because of our mutual respect.
No, that's a fact. And thank God that people do call me because it be shit going on I don't even hear. I don't be watching the live like that. You get what I'm saying? People hear shit and get to, I'm like, bro, leave that shit alone. That's just hiding. That's bro building. So what? Right? But what I'm telling you is it can't be a silence to whack, but motherfuckers got to all out because we got to respect the building. We should all respect the building.
I don't let them sit here and say stuff about you without having some sort of foundation to it. You know, if Spody wants to say Wag is gay, he's going to be interrogated about what his evidence is, and then I'm going to make fun of him if he doesn't have evidence, which is what happened multiple times.
Those keep trolling, man.
Anyway,
hold on, bro. Let me call me an Uber. You're supposed to laugh.
I'm in my face. My intention is to figure out a way where all these hosts can be comfortable, because it's been my goal for a long time. If people have seen this with the Monday show, it's my goal to have multiple different streams on No Jumper on a weekly basis. I've been thinking about how we could do a Thursday show for quite some time now. I would like to make it happen. We're going to figure it out. I definitely don't think the J Hood, Munchie, and Spotify being on camera together is going to work in the long run.
Hey, look, I'm satisfied with that because it's going to look the way it looked. I'm just trying to figure out. I think you should put somebody else. I don't know who. I mean, shit. What about? I like the Veil, dude.
Veil don't really talk that much. I'm going to be real.
No? Oh, okay.
He just beats people up. No, I love Veil. And Veil is streaming and shit like that.
Why the f did he get up here if he don't talk that much? I don't even make sense.
Veil?
Yeah.
Because he beat the dude up. And that's my boy from back in the day.
Also, he wasn't up here based upon his pod.
I've been friends with Vel since 2009.
Oh, okay.
So he's got a little bit of
Moose already doing too much.
What Moose do?
He got Monday. He got the news.
I'm gonna figure it out, but you know, I hope that Spody Face is not trying to like fully exit the premises. But hey, but this is the thing about, all right, we're doing this live show on June 24th, which, by the way, everybody got to go get tickets for the live show on June 24th. But if Munchie's out, if Spody's out, well,
J Hood got to be in.
What if Crib Mac's there? What if Wax there?
I mean, you know, I'll let you do your little, you know, with the little shit you be doing. I don't, you know.
Listen, we got this June 24th.
24-hour ciphers and shit like that. That'd be the shit.
We're not doing that for a while, but that was a dope boy thing.
Sleepovers and shit.
Yeah, that was Doughboy. Doughboy just wanted to sleep in the same room as Crib Mac. But
Yeah, so I left off where.
Yo.
Yeah, so I left off where.
As we age and look back at our favorite players throughout the years, as we age and look back at our favorite players throughout the years, we sometimes realize that they may not have been as good as we remember them to be.
Eli Manning will get into the Hall of Fame. I also don't believe he was a very good quarterback.
Now I know that some of the players on this list will upset certain fans, but hey, reality is that these players are just not as good as fans think they are. Joe Namath, New York Jets, Los Angeles Rams. Hey, if we're gonna anger some people with the selections for this list, we may as well start right away. His career win-loss record was 62, 63, and 4, and he only had a winning record in 5 of his 13 seasons. Namath's 27,663 career passing yards, 72nd all-time, 173 touchdowns, 103rd all-time, and 220 interceptions, 20th all-time, are just simply not the numbers of an all-time great quarterback. To those that argue for Broadway Joe's greatness, yeah, I get it. Not only was he responsible for the most important victory in professional football history, but he also guaranteed the victory before the game. The Jets' victory over the Baltimore Colts in Super Bowl III set the stage for the behemoth that the NFL has become. Namath was even named the MVP of that Super Bowl, despite only completing 17 of 28 passes for 206 yards and 0 touchdowns. He was flashy, he was a celebrity, and a cultural icon. And playing in the New York market certainly shaped his legend. But, I mean, Joe Namath just won one very important game. The rest of his numbers, they just don't really match his status as an all-time great. Frank Gore, San Francisco 49ers, Indianapolis Colts, Miami Dolphins, Buffalo Bills, and New York Jets. Frank Gore is an interesting case. His 16,000 rushing yards might rank him 3rd all-time, but he is 18th with 81 career rushing touchdowns. Gore did have 9 seasons where he rushed for over 1,000 yards, but he never led the league in rushing yards and/or touchdowns. The running back was named to 5 Pro Bowls, including 3 straight from 2011 to 2013. But he never won any major award. In fact, Gore never finished any year in the top 10 voting for MVP. He was a very good running back. But those who argue that he was a product of his longevity really do make a good point. Bob Greasy, Miami Dolphins. If someone told you that you could have a 14-year career as an NFL quarterback in which you'd be a first-round draft pick, named to 8 Pro Bowls, be a 2-time All-Pro, a 2-time Super Bowl champ, and a Hall of Fame inductee, would you take it? Yeah, you probably would. But if you're Bob Greasy, well, you still wouldn't be among the game's greats. Kind of like Joe Namath before him, Greasy was a good quarterback, but not exactly a great one. Over his 14 years in the league, the Dolphins quarterback never led the league in any of the following categories: completions, attempts, or passing yards. His 192 career touchdown passes and 172 career interceptions show that he was just as likely to turn the ball over as he was to throw a touchdown. The bottom line is that the Dolphins didn't lose because of Gracie, but they didn't exactly win because of him either. Terry Bradshaw, Pittsburgh Steelers. Winning 4 Super Bowls certainly carries some cash, earns a player a certain level of respect. When you add in 2 Super Bowl MVP awards, that level of respect definitely increases. But Bradshaw was definitely more a product of being on a dynasty than any individual ability. 5 members of that stifling defense have since been enshrined in the Hall of Fame. However, a simple look at Bradshaw's numbers show that he was not exactly elite. His 27,989 passing yards rank 69th all time, and his ratio of 212 touchdowns to 210 interceptions support that argument.
I wasn't alive for this Bradshaw era, or not saying alive, but I wasn't an adult. But he's definitely one of the ones, if you look back at YouTube and stats, and I'm like, man, the carry, you don't really see what's going on. My era, definitely going to be Eli. We're going to see if he's going to put Eli on this list.
Winning 4 Super Bowls and being on TV every week as one of the game's leading analysts certainly helped.
Yeah, man, if y'all in here for the first time, man, we just chilling, man, and into Sunday or Monday next week, you know what I'm saying? We chilling, streaming. Just hit that like, you know what I'm saying? Or participate, man. We here, man, answering questions and shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
Boost one's status in the eyes of fans. And that was most definitely the case when it comes to the Steelers legend. If you asked football experts to rank the greatest quarterbacks of all time, Terry Bradshaw probably wouldn't make the top 10. Gale Sayers, Chicago Bears. Now, we're not saying that Sayers wasn't a great back. Just saying that he's another on the overrated pile. I mean, a quick glance at his resume will show you a Hall of Fame player who was a 5-time All-Pro, had 4 Pro Bowl selections, and several other honors. Others will point out that before injuries, Sayers was an incredible running back. But therein lies one of the issues with an overlook of his career. In his 7 years in the NFL, Sayers only played a full season 4 times, and his final 2 seasons combined for a total of 4 games. His career was just too short. Maybe he was just so dominant in such a short span of time? No, not really. He amassed 4,956 yards and 991 carries in his career. He was good. He was very good. Who knows, maybe if he wasn't injured and played a little longer, we would be discussing his place as a GOAT. But he was injured, and he didn't play long enough. Lynn Swann, Pittsburgh Steelers. Swann was a key member of the Steelers' 4 Super Bowl titles in the 70s, but his place in the Hall of Fame is, well, certainly questionable. In 9 years with the Steelers, the former first-round pick out of USC's numbers don't exactly line up with his draft status. His 336 career receptions, 5,462 receiving yards, and 51 touchdowns are kind of modest by any.
Man, that crazy they put Lynn Swann on here, man. Fight on. You know what I'm saying? Let's back this. And stop.
Certainly questionable. In 9 years with the Steelers, the former first-round pick out of USC's numbers don't exactly line up with his draft status. His 336 career receptions, 5,462 receiving yards, and 51 touchdowns are kind of modest by any standard. Over his career, those numbers average out to 37 receptions for 607 yards and 6 touchdowns in a season. Those are not the numbers of a top flight receiver. Swann never topped 1,000 yards receiving in a season. His most was 880 yards, and he wasn't even the top receiver on his team. That designation went to John Stallworth. Swann was a good player who was probably deserving of his uniform being retired by the Steelers, but honestly, not much more than that, as that dude certainly wasn't on the same level that people think he was. Devin Hester, Chicago Bears, Atlanta Falcons, Seattle Seahawks, and Baltimore Ravens. Devin Hester was an NFL wide receiver for 11 years. Only problem was that he didn't really make a name for himself as a receiver. For his career, Hester had 3,311 receiving yards and 16 touchdowns. In fact, Hester didn't even catch a pass in 3 of his final 4 seasons in the league. So what the heck is all the fuss about Devin Hester? Well, quite simply, he was the best return man ever. His 14 career punt returns for touchdowns are an NFL record. But that's kind of it. He's only a one-dimensional player. Russ Grimm, Washington. Let's re-examine the career of Russ Grimm to see if he's as good as we remember.
Man, so what do y'all think so far, man? Who should be on this list? Who shouldn't be on? I'm going. Lynn Swann should be on here. Devin Hester shouldn't be on here. Else say, what do y'all think?
No, he's not.
We
You
all
see,
think
over
that.
an 11-year career, Grimm won 3 Super Bowls with Washington, but he didn't even start in 2 of those 3 Super Bowls. After being drafted, he became a starter and was named to 4 Pro Bowls, but in reality, he wasn't a full-time starter for a large chunk of his career. He started 114 out of 140 games. That is almost 2 full seasons on the bench. Russ Grimm does not belong in the Hall of Fame, but rather the Hall of Very Good. He's also remembered far more fondly than his career would actually indicate. Eli Manning, New York Giants. If you were to take a closer look at Manning, you would see a quarterback who was very, very good, not quite elite. Definitely not worthy of all the praise that is heaped on him. And maybe even possibly not worthy of the Hall of Fame. Now, in his favor, Manning is a 2-time Super Bowl champ and a 2-time Super Bowl MVP. He threw for over 57,000 career yards and had 366 touchdowns, which is 11th all time. And yet, for his entire career, he had a win-loss record of 117 and 117. Simply put, Manning was just as likely to win a game as he was to lose one. He never won a major award. He was never considered to be the best quarterback of his era. And the only statistic he ever led the league in was interception throw, which he did 3 times, those being in 2007, 2010, and 2013, respectively. Eli Manning is simply another player who fans think is much better than what reality shows. Tom Brady, New England Patriots, and Tampa Bay Buccaneers. All right, this is the one that I'm probably the least confident about, and also the one we're definitely going to get the most flack about, but hear us out. Tom Brady might be the greatest draft steal of all time. He was selected by the Patriots in the 6th round. Brady currently holds the all-time career records for games started, completions, attempts, yards, touchdowns, fourth quarter comebacks, and game-winning drives. He was named to 15 Pro Bowls, won 3 AP MVP awards, was a 7-time Super Bowl champion, and a 5-time Super Bowl MVP. Brady is also a member of the Hall of Fame's All-2000s team and the All-2010s team. The accolades are innumerable, including that eventual Hall of Fame induction. Heck, there are many that believe that Tom Brady is the undisputed GOAT. And yeah, they might be right. But there is a black cloud that hangs ominously over Brady's career. The single dent in his GOAT armor. During Brady's years in New England, there were at least 3 instances that we know of where the team, the quarterback, and the coach attempted to game the system. In 2007, we had Spygate, when the Pats were caught videotaping the Jets illegally. Then we had Deflategate in 2015, which saw New England accused of intentionally deflating footballs to give Brady a better grip on the ball. Said investigation ended with Brady suspended for 4 games. Finally, in 2019, the Pats were once again caught filming the Bengals sideline during a game. Now, I'm a believer of the adage, where there's smoke, there's fire. So, for me, the cheating, and I believe there was probably more, really damages Tom Brady's status as the undisputed GOAT. Because, realistically, his overall success definitely was influenced by some less than ethical means, thus damaging his reputation, and maybe he wasn't quite as good as we all think. But hey, what NFL player over the years do you think has become a little overrated by the fans? Do you agree with the choices we made on our list? Who do you disagree with? Let us know in the comment section below. If you like this video and learned a thing or two, then hey, clicking the like button helps us out a ton. And you know, we really appreciate it. If this is your first time coming around to TPS though, then hey, subscribing is a great idea, because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Running back is one of the
Do you guys remember when Peggy was trying to take down my channel? And I told him, listen, Peggy, you don't stop messing around with me. Do you guys remember when Peggy was trying to take down my channel? And I told him, listen, Peggy, you don't stop messing around with me. I'm going to look into how you made all the money. Well, he didn't stop.
Who is this? Who is this? My bad, yo. I'm interested in what Wes Watson is about. You know what I'm saying? John Bravo Films. I just subscribed to him. Yeah. So let me see. First time seeing this one.
And you know what happened? I looked into it. And what I found, he ain't gonna like this.
Okay.
Wrong question. Wrong question. Hey, Wes, how am I going to do it? How do I make millions? How do I become financially secure? How do I elevate my family's life by getting myself in a position financially that cures this constant desire to be in a better place? You don't chase money.
Peggy, what's this, like a nickname though? Like you got beef? What's going on?
Baby. So everyone's been wondering, how did this asshole make all his money? So I went digging, because I knew he had to have been up to some crazy shit. And did you guys see the way he coaches people? Yeah. He treats them like they're a bunch of assholes.
I'm not going to leave you. I'm paying you.
Shut real quick. Shut up.
More than just like a salary job.
He's trying to say he wants to coach. It's taking him this long. You piece of shit.
There's no way he became a millionaire doing this shit unless he found a way to scam him, that asshole.
No one can be there holding your pocket, saying, tell him this. Tell him this. Like, you want me licking your ear telling you or something? The fuck, bro? You already know goddamn answer. Damn it.
Yep. So for years, we've seen Peggy pegging his way around town like an asshole, but not a regular asshole, $1 million asshole, because he made millions.
I get it. So he's supposed to be like, is this dude supposed to be like Andrew Dice Clay or something?
Selling these bullshit programs to people and ripping them off. We've seen him living in mansions, driving fancy cars, spending all that money on charmutas. But think about it. He had to spend a fortune on them, because what girl in their right mind would want to greet him the way he wants to be greeted, with that micro machine thing in his pants? Now, all this time we've seen him making all this money. All of us are sitting back and saying, there's no way This asshole made all this money selling these bullshit programs, especially with how he always treated people. I mean, how dumb can these people be to give him all their money? So I did a deep dive. I wanted to find out how this asshole was really making all that money selling this bullshit coaching, or was it just coaching? So I spoke to the people that were in his circle who knew him more than anyone, the people who managed his back end. And the shit that they told me, of course he was doing criminal shit. And wait until you see this shit. So to understand the story fully, we first gotta go back to see how people found this asshole online to sign up for his bullshit. So to start, he pulled in his business mainly from his YouTube channel. People would watch his videos, get motivated by his bullshit stories, and then click the description and apply to his program.
So you have everything. Your life is just not feeling like it should. There's something missing. It's deeper. It's a connection. It's a purpose. It's bigger than you.
The thing is, many of these people had no clue who this asshole really is because they found him through his own video and his sponsored ads. And even to this day, while Peggy is sitting there in prison, pegging around, people are still signing up for his program because they're finding him through his old videos.
Self-inflicted adversity, anxiety, working out and all that shit. It brings you closer to who you are, and adversity reveals the man to himself.
So first, I think it's important. We want to know how this asshole was doing his coaching. You know, he was getting paid so much money. What is it that he did to these people to make all that money, right? What kind of service is he providing? So we're going to take a look at some private coaching calls that were recorded. Not many people have seen these. And this first guy, his name is Trevor. And this poor guy, right? Napoleon Dynamite looking man with the mustache living in a barn. This poor guy, look how Wes treated him, that asshole.
Speed up the dissolving of those mental barriers that you sometimes don't even see.
You're a cheap motherfucker and sign up for the program where we go into it deeper. You're on the cheap program, homeboy. Sign up for the one we go deeper. And really, that's what it is. Like, that's why you elevate. This one is training, nutrition, and a Zoom call. But I can't go into your whole life. What is the thing you're trying to dissolve? Tell me the thing, not vaguely, hey, there's things I'm trying to dissolve. What things, bro?
Well, okay, so...
Do you have lack of confidence with chicks? Are you having trouble posting? Shut up! Say it!
Okay.
People come through my funnel and they do this. So you're trying to coach others. Yes, I'm trying to coach others.
I guess what I am starting to realize now, what my most recent breakthrough I've had mentally is that I see how it's possible to actually make more than just like a salary job to actually get.
He's to say he wants to coach. It's taking him this long to say he wants to make money online. You piece of shit. Next time, just say, I want to make money online. Dip shit. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, it is, but
it took you so long to say that. Is there ways of dissolving? God damn it, Trevor. Do you get how stupid that is?
Yes.
And now next, you know, after he was done picking around with Napoleon Dynamite, that poor man, right? He found a Mexican guy. And this Mexican guy, he's going to be our hero because he wasn't taking any of Wes's shit. And he even called Wes's mother a sharmuta.
Do you know Matt?
Yes, and guy from
go turn the labels around, and there's numbers on the back, and go learn something for once in your goddamn life. Because I'm not going to be someone who's going to tell you it's hard when little kids figure it out. How old are you?
I'm 48.
Figure it the out, or get the off my program. It's not.
No. I'm not gonna leave because I'm paying.
Just shut the up real quick. Shut up. Shut the. I'll get you right now. Shut up. Listen, motherfucker. Hey, you're 48. You're acting like a pussy. I don't know how to figure out macros. Go figure it out. Get your ass up. you think this is? Wasting our time. I hit you so hard.
Wasting my
I hit
time.
the floor 4
I'm calling
times.
you for this reason. I'm calling you for this reason to help me out. I reached out to you to help me out.
You know I've smacked the shit out of you in person. Shut up. Hey, he's getting canceled. This pussy is getting canceled. You're getting canceled for fucking over you. Shut up. Shut your mouth. You're 48. Get it done, you idiot. Turn the goddamn label around and read it. If you don't know,
I understand that part.
Shut your countdown, you fucking bitch. Get it done.
There's no way, man. Okay, he's gonna start special. There's no way. Like you. I'm just chilling, I'm 48. I'm in my 40s. Shout out to me. I'm 43, but I'm trying to get some advice from you. I think you got motion, and you sitting here yelling at me. You know what I'm saying? You need some negative reinforcement sometimes, but I'm cool.
This is what people do when they're so stupid they can't figure shit out. Look at removed, canceled, done.
So now you guys see, the service this asshole was providing to people, and we're all sitting back, right? Especially now saying, hey, how did this asshole make all this money given this service? And we're going to go take it back a little bit to look at his disposition. I said it right in the civil case, because in that case, he told the lawyer, Todd, you guys remember Todd? Well, he claimed he had over 12,000 paying members a month. I couldn't believe this shit. So when I saw that number, I was like, man, this piece of shit making all this money, doing all this shit to people like you saw it. I mean, was he exaggerating these numbers, or was there more to the story? In order to find out all this shit, like I said to you guys, I spoke to people in his inner circle, his right-hand men, not the ones that do those things. And they told me everything that he was doing. And listen, we all know, the service he provided, so many people quit. He never gave them refunds. We all knew about that. But what he's doing with this shit was some shit I never could believe. The money that he was getting paid every month, it wasn't all kosher, because he found creative ways to get most of these people to pay him. And he told me that the reason why his membership numbers are so high was because of the amount of people that never even noticed they're still getting charged, and they didn't even remember to cancel. Because think about it, a lot of these people signed up for that $47 a month plan, and they never even noticed it was still on their credit card statements. Think about it. How many times do you look at your credit card statement and not even look through every charge? Some people don't notice this shit. Now, this is the account that Wes Watson used for his company. And all the money from all these signups would come into this account. And from here, he would disperse it in crypto, BlackRock, other investments, and of course cash, because we see him how he loves to spend all this cash on his shamuta behavior. But this is also where shit starts to get dirty, and he starts his criminal-like behavior. Some people are not going to be happy with the service, obviously, because we saw how he treats them like a piece of shit. So they want to cancel, and they reach out thinking they canceled. But instead of him canceling their membership, he keeps on renewing it without their permission, even after they told him to stop. I realized right away I was on the 3-month program, and every time it would expire, he would keep renewing the membership, and I would reach out to him, and he would say that the company he had the app set up through was fucking up and not canceling the membership. All bullshit. I got fucked for $1,500 total by this guy. Lesson learned. And then I told him, yeah, he did that to a lot of people, but most people didn't notice it and still don't notice it till today. So think about it. Just like the people who forgot to cancel because they never noticed the charges on their statement, think about how many other assholes never even saw it was canceled. He's making money on people who never checked their shit. Now, this is where it gets really bad, and this asshole starts doing the most immoral, unethical shit that even Wes Watson is capable of. And I have to say, this is alleged to protect myself, but his people, his close ones, they told me he was up to this. They told me he started putting in charges on credit cards from clients from the past. Some other intel. He's got a gun in the house, and he's been banging credit cards from old clients. Then I told him, he's using their credit card numbers? No way. And then he says, he's been charging old clients' cards. How do you think he's paying for all this shit? But I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, you know, how could these people not notice this shit, right? But now finding this new piece of information out from somebody else, it explains it all. And this piece of shit, he got really creative even more than before. When a charge is put in a payment processor, there's a field called a descriptor. And in that field, you can write whatever you want for the charge. So instead of it saying Wes Watson Fit like it should, he made it say Macy's, Costco, Walmart, whatever the hell he wanted. So these people are sitting there thinking these are real charges on their cards when it's actually Peggy on his computer changing the description so they won't ever know it's coming from him. What kind of an asshole is that? Now, some people did end up catching this behavior and reporting it to their credit card companies. And I was told that when that happened, the payment processors got rid of Peggy, but then he ended up going and finding another one. So now you guys see all the creative, scammy, fraudulent ways that a once criminal, always a criminal was up to in order to funnel as much cash as he could from good, innocent people looking for help. And I was told by those same people that this behavior was the most towards the end before his arrest, because you guys remember something, all right? The monster, his ex Valerie, Megan now, they're all suing the shit out of him. They all want money, right? So Wes had this bright idea, okay, to try to cash out as much money as he can, hide it all in cash, spend it all. Remember, we saw him in those Sharmuta clubs throwing all that money around. Well, the reason why he did that was because he didn't want anybody taking his money. And he thought if he spent it, nobody could take shit. And babe, you know this new studio move? Do you know what kind of a pain in the ass this is? I haven't been able to film a video for days.
Yeah,
But you know
Andrew
what
Dice
else
Play.
I've
Man, go. That's funny. Wes Watson, interesting character.
Today, we're diving into the lore of J Hood. Today, we're diving into the lore of J Hood, where he's from, what he's been through, how he came into the public eye, why he's beefing with half the No Jumper universe, and whether there are deeper motives, agendas behind some moves he's making today.
My bad, y'all. I was saying how I like Jay Hood. Sorry, not Jay Hood. The video was about Jay Hood. What I'm saying is I like his Big Chat, Small World, the channel. I just rolled up on him. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Let me make sure I'm saying that right. Big Chat, Small World. Yep. 16.9K. It's up and coming channel. Hey, the outro, man. It's dope. But yeah, let's get into that, man. Let's get into that. Jay Hood shaking up these content streets. Hopefully don't spin over to the real streets, you know what I'm saying? But let's check out this breakdown though.
Jay Hood's real name is Robbie Ross, and he's from Carson, California, and claims Stevenson Village Crip. A lot of his early stories center around Carson politics, Stevenson Village, and especially his issues with the East Coast Crips. But I'm not going to pretend that's the whole map. You know, LA politics is complicated as fuck, right?
Let's tell the whole story. So you're from Carson?
Yeah, I'm from Carson. Carson, people think Carson is like the suburbs. It's not. I've been shot on 2 separate occasions in the city. It get tricky out there. Like, you know, we got the East Coasters out there. That's who we've been getting into it with since the beginning. I grew up with.
Carson was an area where, you know, people start moving. I got a homie. His peoples lived in Inglewood, moved to Carson. It's just like kind of like it's not further. It's further away from the airport, but you know, it's not Inglewood.
All them dudes though. I got a big brother from over there. There's only 2 Crip gangs in Carson.
Okay.
Us and them, us and the East Coasters.
Okay.
And we go to the same schools and we like choose like different sides, like come like 8th grade.
So when you were young, like what was the lifestyle like though? Were you just outside like every day, just hanging out on the block, or not really?
Hanging out. No, I used to play football. I ain't gonna lie, I used to play football. Carson is like all the football players turn gang members. Football players turn gang members, but like everybody that was on my football team, for the most part, I'm still cool with. But it's still like it's people that was on the football team that was present when I was shot. That I feel like participated in it. You know, so it is what it is. And then it's like it just get deep, it get tricky. I grew up in the Hoovers too, though.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah, I grew up with the Hoovers in the Hoovers my whole life. Or my cousins is from A-Trey Hoover, or my hangout with the Hoovers and in the shotguns every day, and the A-Trey gangsters. I be over there every day too. So it's like those like are allies.
Well, Jay Hood says he got shot at 16, was in and out of juvenile hall, and eventually caught a murder case. According to him, they originally hit him with multiple serious charges, but he ended up taking a deal and doing 11 years. And that's where the Jay Hood lore really starts. Apparently, while he was incarcerated, people say he went 50-0 in fights with people claiming they have never seen him lose. They really paint that guy to be Superman, I ain't gonna lie. Whether y'all believe all that is up to you. But a lot of the conversation around Jay Hood eventually turned into arguments about where he was actually housed while incarcerated. Some people said he was PCs, some people said 50-50 yards, some people said SNY yards, which y'all didn't know those yards are often looked down upon by gang members and often result into DPs from their communities. And once people started questioning what yard Jay Hood spent his time at, the conversation stopped being about his reputation as a fighter and started becoming a debate about his credibility altogether. The No Jumper beefs explained. So the first guy on this list is going to be Munchie B. Now, Munchie B and Jay Hood at one point, I think were cool. But whenever Munchie B heard about what yard that Jay Hood was staying in, he lost all respect for him. Listen to Munchie B talk about it when he was back on Fig.
You and Jay Hood now get into it. I'm getting it. The Jay Hood shit came from the same post because I guess because I allowed Tony Munchie to go in there and say something about being with house where he housed at. So he's upset about that. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I seen his last post. He was upset. He was upset with you because he was like, "Nigga, we been in school together. We did this together. You already know me. You know what's happening. Well, whatever the fuck y'all said. Well, county. No. He said he know some mutual people. He said he know Lil Munchie. He been in county. He know Tony Munchie. Been in county jail. He even said the homie baby dot name. But that have nothing to do with me, bro. Yeah. I don't. If you know them niggas, I know. I heard good things in the past. You know what I'm saying? You was about to ask a lot of people, but once you go over there, you're not getting no more. All that shit don't even matter. Like where he housed at, it's men with boob, it's snitches, pedophiles, pedophiles, dropouts.
So I believe the one she's explaining is protective custody. And I think for us, protective custody is just a general term, and SNY is a more specific term. I think PC and SNY are the same thing, right? SNY is just more California-specific terminology. But it's highly looked down upon for gang members to go PC. They're supposed to be with like the general population. But after these rumors are going...
It's trippy, man. On this topic, it's kind of crazy because I don't intend to go to jail, nor have I been to jail. Like to do a stretch like that, you know what I'm saying? It's been locked up or whatever, but arrested but to do a stretch like that, no. And you got these yards that mixed up. They did that intentionally, by the way. But that's another situation. That's another conversation situation. But with that being said, I'm 44. Somebody 44 like me trying to get home to their family. You know, you already in the lowest, dirtiest condition. I'm not saying to go squabble with the low lights, these scum of the earth type people, drop out, all kind of stuff. But you there to do your time, come back home to your family. Sometimes you have to put that in your head. I'm not saying what to do, but sometimes you got to put that in your head. You know?
Crazy about J Hood being PC. J Hood decides to respond from jail.
Munchie, come on, baby. You really know me, dog. I can't believe you said that. Munchie B is blind. Munchie B was blind. He don't like the bad thing he saw was Shady Blue and him knocking him out, put peanut butter on his booty.
Here enters another No Jumper member, a very certified guy in the streets who goes by the name of Aunt Hefe. Now, Aunt Hefe is part of A-Tray. I don't know if you guys remember, but at the beginning, J Hood says his gang and A-Tray are real cool.
I hang out with the Hoovers and the Shotguns every day. And the A-Tray gangsters, I'll be over here every day too.
So after Aunt Hefe heard about the situation between J Hood and the Munchies, he took to his own platform and brought on J Hood's friend and fellow gang member, J Mac, where J Mac tells his side about where exactly J Hood is staying, like what yard he's in, and much, much, much more. Check this out.
As far as Munchie B on live with Tiny Munchie B, and my name coming up, and J Hood name that came up, you know what I'm saying, during that conversation between Big Munchie and Tiny Munchie B. And Tiny Munchie was basically like, let Ant know that J Hood is on the S&Y yard.
Now, do I know if he's on the S&Y yard? You know what I'm saying?
You don't know. How you don't know? This your boy, should you? He call your phone. How you don't know if he's on the S&Y yard? Now, I don't know if he's on the S&Y yard. From my understanding, he's on the EOP yard. Oh. Yeah, because EOP and S&Y, them two different yards.
Two different yards.
Now, there's not necessarily a beef with J Hood and Aunt Hefe at this time. But as we move forward, this will all make sense in a little bit. And the Munchie B beef will also reignite around the same time. Next, we have Crip Mac. So 8 days after J Hood got out of jail, he got a No Jumper interview. Of course, you know Adam loves to be messy. And Adam decides to bring up Crip Mac to J Hood, in which J Hood says Crip Mac lost every single fight in county jail. Obviously, Crip Mac didn't like this, right? Whenever Crip Mac had a sit-down interview with Adam, of course, they brought up J Hood. And what does Adam decide to do? He decides to call J Hood. He decides to FaceTime him. But it just so happened that J Hood was at the time of the FaceTime. And Crip Mac, he has Hoover Killer on his face. He hates Hoovers. Let's see how this plays out. Check it out.
Nah, I push it down.
Never that. What about J Hood? How you feel about him?
I don't know if Snoop Cut is, but Cut talk like Cut your whore, this and that. I heard Cut was on protected custody yards, some low shit. I don't know if Snoop Cut is coming me with Cut talk Cut with me. I ain't never met you a day in my life, nigga. On White Crip, on all my dead homeboys. Your boy and shit. If I get 5 minutes, Cut on White Crip. I've been hearing about Cut when I was in the federal prison a year ago. Okay, man, he's a guy. I never met Cut a day in my life, nigga.
He's from Carson.
I never met Cut a day in my life.
Hopefully he's not busy right now. Damn, I look like shit. What up, Hood?
Don't call Cut Hood, nigga. You ain't Hood, nigga. That's only neighborhood Crip shit. All right, Cut, make good.
I was trying to cause peace.
Make good. That's good.
I want you guys to do a podcast together.
No blood. Oh, well, Miss Good Crip. You don't respect this Crip. I've been tripping still years now. That's why I live in low gentlemen. They ain't nigga tell me nothing. Make good. Hey, how old are you? I'm 30 years old, nigga. I've been from the hood 15 years old. I've been from the hood 15 years old. How you 33 years old and disrespectful? All right, Cut. Make blood.
I didn't know it was going to go like that. I thought I was going to be able to cause peace with y'all.
I'm stupid. You know damn well you wasn't trying to bring no peace.
Make blood.
He's super animated.
No, I'm fight real. Cut on my dead homeboys,
Why you
nigga.
doing this? Why you just dissing everybody gang, bro?
Because that's who I am. I don't give a
Bro. It ain't suspect. Suspect. I'm at suspect. Beat your ass. Suspect.
Whoever want to fight, Cut, they gonna get it.
Who this nigga? That's easy. No, who this nigga? This nigga Crip Mac. He gonna beat your ass. Damn, he gonna beat your ass. He gonna beat your ass.
All right, killer destruction, nigga. Remember that.
Beat your ass.
All right,
we gonna get in the ring.
bitch. That's your killer destruction.
God damn it.
Get your ass up out of here.
Yo, much love.
All right, now here enters Spotify, because Spotify is actually allies with Crip Mac. So whenever he saw the situation with Crip Mac, he decides to cover it, because what happens is J Hood decides to go on his platform and talk about the phone call he had with Crip Mac, just calling it disrespectful and all these things. But Spotify has his own narrative about the phone call and how he feels about the whole situation between him and Crip Mac. Check it out.
So yesterday, I'm in the 80s. I'm in the Hoovers, you feel me? With the homies from Hoover. And I get a FaceTime. It's Adam 22. I answer the phone. What up, Adam? As soon as I get on the phone, this dude, Crip Mac jumps on the phone. Disrespectful.
No, gosh, you ain't Hood. I'm the FLO general.
I'm like, what? What are you talking about?
Yeah, 55th Street, you bitch ass.
And then start dissing.
I'm the HK destruction.
The homies from Hoover all looking at me because, his FaceTime is on speaker. I'm like, no, cuz I didn't know this nigga was gonna call.
First of all, that's crazy. Like, how ironic. You and the Hoovers and Crip Mac call. That's kind of crazy, and it had to be awkward. Maybe times
I don't watch a couple of, not all of them, I watch a couple of J Hood videos, and he always like, I don't want to say necessarily pay homage to the Hoopers, but he always let it be known that, he I guess he got a lot of compadres over there in the Hoopers, you know what I'm saying? So he's speaking about that openly. Yeah, it's kind of dangerous. I know you mess with them and all that, but one thing J Hood gotta understand as well is, when you align yourself with certain people and you associate with certain people, you take on their beefs and you inherit their problems.
Don't be so disrespect. He get irritated. Everybody get irritated. This nigga Crip Mac get extremely disrespectful. And I'm like, he just the trade. He just dissed all type of child. He was just as a child. He ain't nobody.
I have to disagree with that. Crip Mac is definitely somebody. Crip Mac is definitely somebody. Whether you want to accept that, whatever you want to, the narrative you might paint or whatever the case, Crip Mac is definitely somebody on the streets and in his YouTube space. I say this respectfully. If you put J Hood alongside Crip Mac and tell him to walk down the street, I guarantee you somebody will recognize Crip Mac before they recognize J Hood. And that's respectfully, you know what I'm saying? But Crip Mac he viral, he been viral. He's he's definitely an internet presence. So I wouldn't say that he's nobody, you know what I'm saying? Because he's kind of a big deal on the internet, whether J Hood want to recognize it or acknowledge it or not. But he's definitely a big deal on the internet. Also in his hood as well. You know what I mean? So I won't call him nobody.
And I know he is on a gimmick, but that's really how he act around his homies. But that's not really him. That's not Crip Mac. I know he's doing it for content because he really a buster. To be honest, that's buster shit. Because he's 33 years old. He told me, I'm 30 trap.
I don't agree with the buster part. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Crip Mac. That's the homie. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their own personal opinion. Just saying I don't agree with the buster part at all. I don't know where you got that from.
You said you would fight me. You said you would give me a fade, but I feel like I'll be picking on the weak if I fight you.
So you definitely wouldn't be picking on the weak because I don't think Crip Mac weak at all, and I think he'll catch that with you, J Hood.
All right, we're gonna finally get to the meat and potatoes. So Adam started bringing J Hood onto the No Jumper show after Aunt Hefe got arrested. He thought he needed a new member, and for some reason, he picked the guy that Munchie B, Spody Face, and Crip Mac all had problems with, right? Well, I mean, we'd see Munchie B, talks about where J Hood was staying at in prison, what yard he was staying at in prison. They had that little thing going on. Spody Face was vouching for C-Mac whenever C-Mac was going crazy on J Hood and the Hoovers. So Spody Face even vouched for Crip Mac. I can see how, J Hood probably watched that video and doesn't see Spody Face in the greatest light, right? And another No Jumper member, Aunt Hefe, while he's in prison, ends up having his own problem with J Hood. Let's get into it right now. So the kid on the left, his name's Flock 2Ball. He apparently really fucked with Aunt Hefe. He hates that he's in prison. So he's just pretty much free Aunt Hefe. I don't like how they're spending these narratives on him. And homeboy J Hood's like, hey, I just feel like, and nobody should speak on his business because it's A-Trade gangster business. That doesn't involve any of us. And after that, things start to unfold a little bit more. I'm gonna let y'all watch the clip and see it for yourself.
All right, this is how I feel about that. That's A-Trade gangster business. Yeah. And I don't feel like nobody should have been reporting that because people saying it's a DP. That make it premeditated. Mm-hmm. That make it first degree murder. If you talk about his first degree, if you DP, that mean it was orchestrated. People was talking about it before it happened. That's like telling. Mm-hmm. Everybody saying it was a DP. It was a DP. It wasn't no DP. We don't know what was going on. Mm-hmm. And that's A-Trade gangster business. That's how I feel about that.
Yeah, he's from Pacoima.
Yeah,
he's not.
My dad. He's from right? I'm from the 661.
Yeah,
from AV.
Yeah, my dad from over there.
Like Unc.
Yeah,
like
he said his dad is like a whack disciple.
Whack my uncle.
We got two whack lovers on here and a lush.
I love whack. I love whack and all whack lovers. That's my uncle. That's family. That's family. Dead homies. I'm team whack. Dead homies. Whatever issue whack, I issue with. I don't talk good at all. Yeah, but y'all got like studio beef. Y'all ain't got no real beef, bro. In the streets, y'all ain't trying to hurt each other.
Tell him that.
Yeah, y'all ain't trying to hurt each other, bro. Because I'm here. Dead homies, I'm rocking with whack. Dead homies. That's my family. I can see. That's like you meet this nigga for folks, cuz. This deeper than rap, nigga. It's family.
Well, nigga said what he said, bro.
I don't know what he said. I don't even be following the internet. I just know that's my family.
I said what I said.
Spody hates wax so much that he putting fake news on.
What you say?
I definitely don't put no fake news.
You call him gay.
You can't call one nigga gay, not call everybody gay. You can't call one nigga gay, not call everybody gay. What that be? Yeah, you know what's going on. You can't call one nigga gay if you're not talking about the gay niggas in your community, bro. Who gay in the community? You know what's going on, bro. I really don't. I'm not about to go back and forth on that. I'm not going back and forth either. Yeah, me neither. Damn, what that supposed to mean? Bro, you see like you got an intent like what? You swabble. You said what? You swabble.
No, let's just talk, man.
Let's go right to it. That's easy call. Ain't nothing to talk about. Stop talking about. I'm not talking about, bro. You can swap after this, bro. It's cool.
This escalated quickly.
No, it ain't escalating. This regular program. Fool. We ain't.
That's nigga. That's
you know what I mean? That's what nigga. How we call you for face PC?
Nah, you could have did that one. You online doing all that.
I'm not online, bro. You just it's a conversation that brought up.
I see. You should.
Bro, come on, call me PC. Stop right now, bro.
Oh wait.
What the fuck, yo?
Yeah, that shit.
So Spody Face and J Hood to go out and swabble. They walk down the street and they say apparently they squabbled. I don't know the exact specifics. I haven't heard any info besides from Wack. He be lying though. I don't know the exact specifics of the situation until I hear from Spody or J Hood. But apparently they went and squabbled. Now they come back inside and you can already read the body language, right?
Strong words. Oh wait, these guys just came back. We'll have to
collar on the shirt. Look good.
What up, guys?
How many glasses?
I got them. What's going on?
Where your glasses at?
No, I'm not doing it. No, I'm not. I'm gonna let you pull out because you got broke. But you're doing it. No, I'm not doing it. You're doing it, bro. Because I'm the most important podcaster here, and I can leave whenever the fuck I want. No, you said no. I heard you say.
I'm the new guy.
What did you say?
He's my OG.
No, you said what? You said you were the what? Podcaster here?
I think I'm the best new guy for sure. But Lush is my OG.
The best new guy. Why would you?
So we have Lush 1 on the No Jumper News. The title of this is Lush crashes out after Wack jokes about Germ. So they already had some type of back and forth. I think it was more of a game of phone tag the first time, where Wack says he has a homeboy or something that he knows for a fact cracked Germ during their relationship. I think I could be wrong about that part. It's either during or shortly after. So kind of like insinuating that Germ been cheating, you know. So interesting allegations being brought by Jack 100, and you know Lush his temperament is all over the place all the time. So, you know, it's a topic near and dear to his heart, like his girlfriend of several years, who he's fresh off the breakup with, kind of says that they're not even really broken up. Some people say they still hang out, and who knows what they got going on. They're just choosing to be more private, but now it's content. So it's like, okay, so you're supposed to be keeping the relationship out of the public eye, but now we got multiple pieces of content in the last 7 days, ever since they said they're going to be private shit. I guess that plan has failed. Well, let's see what Wack had to say to Lush face to face right after one couples therapy episode, which is the Adam and Wack show. Then he goes in to be couple therapy for Lush and Germ. Except for he's a diabolical therapist because he's out here letting you know that your chick is going.
Telling me to pull a munchy spotty face on that, bro? Is that what I said? You said you can leave anytime. I could walk out of the conversation anytime I want. No, you're coming when fools are playing with a joint. Like when fools are playing with a joint. Joints is there to get smoked. We finna burn this down. Stay tuned, Prince and Germ.
Oh, shit. Hey, Prince and Germ. So this Prince guy, he's one of the Clubhouse people. I remember about a year ago, I did a video covering some Clubhouse drama. I think Loose Cannon was in the car or something too. And it was right around the time when Poetic Bison started getting cool with. And before everybody joined the call, it was just this Prince guy, the Bison, and like maybe one other person were in the call first. And I remember seeing him as just like, he wasn't really talking that much. It was Bison and someone else who were doing most of the talking. But this Prince guy was there. So he's one of Wack's Clubhouse demons, all right?
Yeah, just cooking right now.
He got it. Never
They show it to me. Show it to
Bro, I can see the look at her face. I can just see.
You gotta read.
It's not good, Lush.
It's not good.
It's a lot of claims, I'd say. There's claims in there. We can't do this to my nigga. No, not you, but the guy in the text messages are.
But
we can't do this to my nigga Lush, bro.
Hey, bro, listen,
We can't. There's some proof in there.
You and Adam, y'all can go hang out now, bro. His wife filed divorce on him. Yeah, Germ around on you. All right, no, here's what we doing. Here's what we doing.
Lush damn near about to bring the 22 out of his man purse. He damn near.
There's no proof in those.
D1, back on.
Now you're not on camera.
No, I'll say where the I want.
Yeah, do that.
I'll say where the I want.
Let him land.
This is gay. I don't give a what my whole ass ex did. And the fact that weird opportunist people trying to like sleaze on into the situation, suck my. I 2 strippers yesterday. Another stripper last.
What? Excuse me, sir? You did what now? You knocked down 2 strippers. So now Lush is moving like he's in GTA 5. You know, when you pick up the little stripper girlfriend and then you got to drop her back off in the hood and shit? Lush living crazy. And this is what Adam was alluding to about, man, fuck it, I might as well be single. Lush is out here having threesomes and shit. So interesting. So Lush, his relationship is at the point of no return. He must not plan on going back to Germ, but that doesn't mean that he's not going to be offended by news that she's allegedly sleeping with other guys that are somewhat related to the No Jumper universe. She works a man's where I'm sure she's one of the only females on the job most of the time. So she kind of has her pick of the litter just at work alone. But then now you have Wack saying one of his homeboys cracked, and Lush is mad. And he's trying to act like he doesn't care, but I mean, look at his face. Look at him. That looks like someone who cares. The breakup is still pretty fresh. But you know what's crazy is we now know that Adam 22 and Lena, that wasn't real. Now, to some degree, I want to possibly believe, let's just say for the sake of this discussion, that for about 12 hours, Adam thought that the news was real and that he found out that he was getting divorced at TMZ headline, right? What? Now, it's supposedly a fan, a stalker or something that filed the shit. The troll kind of failed, but it kind of worked because it damn near pretty much got Adam to reveal his true colors in the relationship to where he said celebrated that he was single and it was Wack told a story on the Adam Wack show that most people will see on Sunday. He told a story about Adam having some woman that looked like she just got cracked was just posted up in his office under a blanket, just casually, out here slinging meat.
So maybe he believed the story, couldn't get into contact with Lena, and actually did cheat. But it doesn't seem, the troll might have at the very least caused an argument. He's like, motherfucker, I didn't file for a divorce. Oh, well, I thought you did, so I'm already out here in these streets, bitch.
Last weekend, you think I give a about that nasty wash up choppy and twat? She's like that girl on the hook and then late kick. Both those cats.
Oh.
Hey, my nigga did the mic drop. Nigga.
Yeah, that's enough. Yeah. He broke the joint. Well, lucky for Lush, those mics have been on discount recently.
No. Bro, dusted this stuff. Look. No, give me that shit.
Hey. So now he's outside yelling. You can hear him yelling in the lobby if you have on headphones.
Oh my
Damn,
god.
he did get a reaction.
This whack strikes again.
Somebody go check on Lush because he might crash out there too.
I feel like you gotta know.
Really bro.
You gotta know when Wax trying to get.
Somebody go check on Lush. Shut your ass up. Telling people what to do. The fuck? You're not the manager. And what are they supposed to do? Lush ain't fighting nobody. Lush is not in physical condition to run a fade. So if Lush is having any type of confrontation beyond words, you're basically you want someone to go out there and jump in front of the bullet on Wax's behalf? Let them grown men figure it out how they want to figure it out. Fuck is you talking about 911 on speed dial?
He's letting
He's letting
what?
We had a news episode.
This shit turns into something else.
This is like the time Brandon suspect.
No, bad now.
I'm gonna fix that later. Lush is gonna feel real stupid when he has to buy that microphone.
Yeah.
Bro, that was not worth it.
Why would he bet
Lush
on
is
it?
literally just trying to bait him.
Well, because I still don't think it's true. The guy's just claiming that that's true and that's what's happening, but there's no proof in there.
The guy is dead.
Well, real quick, I'm gonna pat myself on the back because a year ago I said that Jerm was cheating on Lush when he first started doing his streams from his house. Okay, remember he tried to do music streams. He still does sometimes, but he's seen the success of Black Boy Max in his music creation streams and try to replicate that. Except for on his, Kenny makes the beats on the stream too, instead of having beat packs ready to go. So for people that don't want to hear a beat on loop while someone's writing for an hour and a half, the streams can kind of be a little boring. But they have their moments. He's at home, he's very comfy, and he be crashing out. Crashes out on the fans, crashes out on everybody. And in one of those streams, he just got done crashing out on a viewer where he told them they can meet him outside at the gas station or some shit, and he's gonna noodle them. Oh, fucking noodle you, blah blah blah. Like that's his thing. He argues with his chat randomly, and then threatens the life and safety of his viewers. And then when Big Jerm came home in a high visibility construction vest, and she pressed him and laughed at the idea of him being violent when the chat snitched on him to Jerm. They're like, Jerm, he was giving out the address trying to fight fans. Someone said that in the live stream chat, and Jerm pressed him for giving out the address. She's like, you gave out the address, fool? And he's like, no, I didn't do that. They're lying, Jerm. He went from being on level 10 to calming all the way the fuck down to -10, right? And he tried to pop it one more time while Jerm was there now, and she laughed at him trying to act like he was tough to the chat, publicly embarrassed him. What also seemingly embarrassed him was her coming home in that vest, because before then we didn't know their relationship dynamic. We didn't know if she works and all that stuff. Now we know, of course. He went on that show about being sober while high as a kite, and said, "Oh yeah, Jerm does Paisa work, dog." The thing, the point and shoot video that he covered that instance, and then this whole downward spiral begun. Like it was already spiraling, but that didn't help, right? So all that takes place, and we now know exactly what Jerm does for work. But the original reveal of she does some type of manual labor was back then when he first started doing his music streams, all right? And I'm saying all this because the tough guy act. When you act tough in front of your lady and she laughs at you and says, "Sit your bitch ass down," that's a crazy look. And he the energy shift was notable. Everybody noticed it. All right, I made a video on it back then, but in that live stream, the chat was noticing too. Like, oh, look at him, he's not yelling anymore and stuff. As soon as she came home, all right. And that video though, they have this friend who I believe was also at a more recent live stream, one of the No Jumper live streams. But they have this friend with some dreads. He's sitting in the back, and he rolled a blunt for Jerm as soon as she got home. Okay, and the blunt was like for Jerm, and I think only them two was smoking it together. And I was like, hold on now. I get that she just came home. Having a blunt for her is not that crazy. Maybe he's the blunt roller or whatever. But for just them two to smoke it for the most part, until that shit was like more than halfway gone, then I think Lush got a little bit of it. I speculated that she might occasionally. I was like, that's the real boyfriend, basically. I was like, that's the real boyfriend back there on the couch. Lush, whatever their dynamic is. But I feel like Jerm is cheating. Like she might have a little bit of jungle fever on the side. All right. And now fast forward to now where Wack is saying, my homie done cracked or whatever. But then let's rewind a little bit into the middle. So we got the beginning We established that. We established the present day allegations. But then in the middle, that same blunt roller guy, it was the King Pill fight stream. Remember, Lush came on the news or something the day after that and was like, oh, yeah, I had the group chat in a frenzy because I was arguing with my girl. And, you know, I told her just pull over the car. I walked home from the ops hood or some shit like that. And so the blunt roller and Germ drove back to MacArthur Park apartment, and Lush, I guess, walked through the ops hood and was blowing up the group chat saying, if you guys see me on the news, just know it's because I argued with Germ and told them let me out the car. And I walked through the ops hood to get home. So while he's doing this unnecessary side mission because they were arguing about whatever happened while they were on the King Pill boxing fight stream, my speculation is that Jerem got her back blown out by the blunt roller because, you know, a car is going to get there way faster than Lush with his leg and a half of a walk that he has. So there's plenty of time to get it off, probably 2-3 rounds, and, you know, go lay down. So yeah, I think the blunt roller been cracking. And then now we got another allegation of this Prince dude who be on Clubhouse for what I know. That's kind of, I don't know if he has a YouTube channel or anything like that. But I know I've seen him on Clubhouse when I covered some Poetic Bison back drama about a year ago as well. But let's continue.
Definitely becoming a no,
That's
yeah.
not crazy, but it's one-sided. Exactly.
But the message is the guy is definitely like trying to get an opportunity.
No,
like,
for
come
sure.
on.
Yeah, he's cloud chasing
Yeah,
for sure.
he's for sure.
Whack his help. But if Lush was just like, man, that's get about here and just like,
why would you on and bet and keep on asking keep on asking?
Yeah, but he's obviously, you know, still, you know what I'm saying? He just broke up with her, so, you know, he's a little tender. You know, I know, but that doesn't mean everybody knows that's how you act when you get out of a relationship. You're trying to get over a girl and you're still a little heartbroken. He's trying to, you know what I'm saying, get your job, but
what if
obviously
he's trying to do the same thing though?
Yeah, but he's saying that he's been with her for a long time, so that would insinuate that while they were together, he was there, and that's the bad part. I feel bad for bro. Yeah, I actually feel bad for Lush.
I don't feel bad for bro. This nigga's damn near 50. The fuck are we talking about? A 50-year-old with boyfriend and girlfriend problems is crazy. This isn't high school anymore. You're a grown-ass man. You're a grown-ass man. They wasn't married or none of that shit. The fuck? Fuck your feelings, nigga. You crack 3 strippers, crack 3 more, I guess. Whatever you gotta do, get over that shit. And with your wife, I don't feel bad for you.
Hard place to be in, you know, especially to get like, you know, to be out of the camera like that is, yeah. And everybody's like, I feel like he felt attacked right now, so I feel like the reaction.
We could have had the conversation.
Though, I feel like he was coming in here with energy already. I feel like Lush was.
Yeah, something's going on, but that definitely didn't help.
I mean, look at this bag. He's going through it right now.
He got some candy in that motherfucker.
He got some gum.
Damn, man.
With some shots.
Yeah.
He got a crack pipe, 3 shots of vodka, and a buzzball, most likely.
Tracking Lush.
I stand with
Lush. But yeah, I stand with Lush too, man. I don't even think Germ's been doing that shit that dude's.
Even if she has,
no, we all stand with Lush.
You know.
And if Lush don't want to do the episode, then we ain't doing the episode, man.
I think this episode kind of has to happen.
It would be great content, but if you don't want to do it, then I don't want to see Lush like fucking crying.
He didn't have to do the episode until he broke a mic. Now he has to do the episode.
Hey, and we have
all Whack broke the tripod.
We've all been there, man.
Yeah, the mic slam is pretty crazy.
I feel it. I feel, bro.
Yeah, no, yeah.
All right, so Lush ain't coming back anytime soon. I think I did join this live stream that this clip is from when he did come back, and Whack came back in again, or maybe it was before this, where Whack basically tried to set up a. You know, Whack is all content. So he set up a stream. He said, you, Germ, and Prince need to sit down together on stream. And I guess Whack will be there too. And they're going to all just lay it all on the table. He said he had proof on his phone. And he was about to show him on this live stream, on this news stream. But he was like, no, actually, F that. We got to do the exclusive. And I'll show you then during the live. We need the live reaction with Germ in the room, with Prince in the room. So Whack is trying to set up the Lush and Germ episode 2. This time, there won't be, you know, Lush's extremely drunk co-host Munchie, who, you know, he got that drunk with good intentions. He just wanted to bring his A game to that show because, you know, it was a big deal. It was a big deal. Jeremy went on that podcast tour bashing Lush because it was her way of returning fire at being called a crackhead that does pistol work. So,
no, I'm not doing it. No, I'm not. I'm gonna let you pull out up and do my bro. But you're doing it. No, I'm not doing it. You're doing it, bro. Because I'm the most important podcaster here, and I can leave whenever the fuck I want. I thought that was you. I thought that was you. No, you said no. I heard you say.
I'm the new guy.
What did you say?
He's my OG.
No, you said what? You said you were the what? Podcaster here?
I think I'm the best new guy for sure. But let's just my OG.
The best new guy. Why would you?
The fire is burning that joint down.
Hey,
just know this nigga cooking right now.
He got it. Then show it to me. Show it to me.
Bro, I can see the look in her face. I can just see.
You gotta read.
It's not good, Lush.
It's not good.
It's a lot of claims, I'd say. There's claims in there.
We can't do this to my nigga.
No, not you, but the guy in the text messages are.
But
we can't do this to my nigga Lush, bro.
Lush, picture.
Hey, bro, listen.
There's some proof in there.
You and Adam. We can go hang out now, bro. His wife filed divorce on him. Germ fucking around on you. All right. No, here's what we're doing. Here's what we're doing.
21 D1 back on.
Now you're not on camera. No.
I'll say where the fuck I want.
Yeah, dude.
I'll say where the fuck I want.
Let him land.
This shit is gay as fuck.
I don't give a fuck what my whole ass ex bitch did. And the fact that weird opportunist people trying to like sleaze on into the situation, suck my dick. I fucked 2 strippers yesterday. I fucked another stripper last weekend. You think I give a fuck about that nasty wash up chopping twat?
What? So Lush is out here moving like he's Future Hendrix all of a sudden. This is Lush Hendrix in full effect.
And the fact that weird opportunist people trying to like sleaze on into the situation, suck my dick. I fucked 2 strippers yesterday. I fucked another stripper last weekend. You think I give a fuck about that nasty wash up chopping twat? She's lucky I don't go home and Hulkamania leg kick both those cats.
Oh yeah, he slammed the mic too.
Don't do that. Hey, my nigga did the mic drop. Nigga.
Don't do that.
Yeah, I don't go. I think I give a fuck about that nasty wash up chopping twat. She's lucky I don't go home and Hulkamania leg kick both those cats.
Oh. Hey, my nigga did the mic drop. Nigga. Oh.
Yeah, that's enough.
Yeah.
Bro, dusted this bitch off. Look.
No, give me this.
That shit's sturdy. It's not broken. They make those mics pretty sturdy. Worst case, open that shit up and screw some shit back together. But that's a pretty good. It's a pretty good little moment. And then, as covered earlier, you can even hear him yelling in the hallway shortly after. Something that's been a reoccurring theme as of late with Lush in particular. He's been yelling in the hallway a lot.
Unplug it.
Hey. You can kind of hear it.
Oh my God.
Can't hear what he's saying, but you can hear it a little bit.
Dusted this bitch off. Look.
No, give me this. Unplug it.
Hey.
Oh, him and Loud Ass Whack in the lobby yelling about German Prince coming soon. I hope they actually do that content. I don't think they're going to. That'd be kind of fire. I think that's a guaranteed 100,000 views, if not more, just because of the messiness to it. So he eventually comes back. Did he say anything interesting when he came back?
Shit from you.
Is there out there, Josh? Yeah, tell us to come back. We all love him. Death Burger.
Yeah.
Oh, Jerem's on the phone, but his phone speaker either sucks or isn't in the correct place.
Okay.
You too old to be popping this shit. It's crazy.
Hey, guess what? You guys are all gonna be unemployment soon. If you need a job, I got you. But I don't know about you, Mike. You're a little too old now.
Okay.
You guys need work? Let me know.
Jerem, I think the primary point of contention is your friend. So
I even drew screenshots where he's asking me to come show, and I still don't. This is when me and you're broken up.
So have you been fucking Wax friend or not?
Prince Productions? No, I haven't. I haven't seen him since 2013, 14.
Oh, hold on. So she knows who this person is, and she admitted that she's seen him in. She said that's a long window of time. If I heard correctly, she said since 2010, 13. So you knew the dude for 3 years back in the day. So there's a history there. You admitted out of nowhere that you weren't given any box to Lush for months, damn near a year or something like that, because you weren't happy with his sobriety levels. So it's very believable. It's very, very, very believable that you would have stepped out at some point. Yeah, she sounds like a Batman villain on drugs. For sure. But what? Shout out to the jewels. Thank you for sending the jewels. But nah, man. That's crazy. I'm gonna rewind that a little bit. We have to listen closely. Because, the audio is really, really quiet on that phone. But she admitted to knowing the nigga for an extended period of time. So this is more than just trolling.
Primary point of contention is your friend. So
I even drew screenshots where he's asking me to come show, and I still don't. This is when me and you're broken up.
So have you been fucking Wax friend or not?
Prince Productions? No, I haven't. I haven't seen him since 2013, 14. And that's in the flesh.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen him since 2013, 14. So you've seen him though before. You used to mess around with him for about a year.
You haven't seen. So the guy that's claiming. Bro, no.
So everybody there sucked my dick. You too, Astrid. Fuck you.
Girl, you didn't like me anyways.
Well,
she said that.
I'm not gonna lie. That gives Lush the perfect green light to go in and see what Astrid is hitting for.
She hasn't seen the dude that's claiming that he's been fucking her for 10 years since 2013. So 13 years ago.
And that totally corroborates all of the texts that I have where he's literally saying, oh, we should do this. We should tell this story. We should make this.
He definitely was like that.
Okay.
Yeah, he was like, let's run the play.
So, okay, interesting. So it's a potential that the allegations that they had relations currently could be a play that Wack cooked up simply because he knows that they had history with each other in general. So it's more believable since they had history. Do have to keep in mind we're watching a Tubi movie play out in real time. Fair enough. But if we play along for a little bit, because that is the more interesting angle, they might be trying to tell Lush something. That, hey, man, you should be happy that you're single because she wasn't shit anyways. The homie done smacked. And if the homie done smacked, how many other people done smacked while y'all was together? Me just watching as a fly on the wall as a YouTube reaction channel, Ben calling out that she is displaying the signs of a cheater. You walked home after the King Pill fight and she was driven home by your homeboy. She most likely did something with your homeboy, in my opinion.
He definitely was saying like, I'm ready to run the play.
Nobody believes this other than you, like going and looking for more validation of it. Like no one believes a lot.
Well, okay. That's,
but no, it's good to disprove it.
That's cool and all. But if it wasn't disproven, then everybody would believe it.
They'd run with it for sure, for fun.
They're going to run with it regardless.
I mean, how are you going to disprove that?
She just said that
it was literally just disproven. Like,
what's? Oh, she just said the person being accused of cheating's word doesn't prove or disprove anything. What are we talking? Like, what? Are you dumb?
Like this
unless she's lying.
That's he say, she say.
But this is a person that doesn't even live in the same city. She hasn't even been in the same like area code as this person. And
right. Overly explaining. So not only is she overly explaining, how come she knew exactly who he was talking about? I'm assuming that maybe they say, hey, in the text, like, oh, Wack is saying that you cracked his homie Prince. How did she know? Oh, Prince Productions? Because like you already knew right off the rip that, and just that you had any type of history with him. To me, I'll be cool off it. Like, hell no. That's why there's that infamous question that some people like to ask, especially when you're two entertainers, which Lush and Jerm are both in the entertainment industry, right? For a long time. So people in these scenarios like to say, hey, have you smacked anybody that I might know or might end up crossing paths with? Don't have me out here secretly looking stupid if I bring you around and this and that. She probably could have disclosed to him that back in 2013, 14, she had a little something that happened with one of Wack's homeboys. That's probably information that's useful to know. And, knowing that you work in the same building as Wack and occasionally do content with him. You don't have the Lush and Wack show, but that's useful to know before, all the drama and the breakup. So you're not out here looking stupid on the live stream.
In close to a decade. It literally doesn't make sense. This same dude, oddly enough, and Wack even just acknowledged it,
I didn't mean to, but I fucked this dude's girlfriend back in the day when he was a producer working with Chief Keef, and he had a Persian blonde-haired bitch with big titties, and she chose up on Sosa and wound up fucking doming us both up. You feel me? And this is in 2010.
Same time or different time?
No, it wasn't a blow bang.
I was just wondering.
I was say you done ran a train on his girlfriend with Chief Keef, but no, just damn near. That's an interesting tidbit. So, for whatever reason, y'all got the same taste.
But
like, were you sitting on the
That'd be
same
so
couch?
fire.
yeah, that would have been fire. But regardless, like, I didn't even want to bleed germ like this again. She's moving on with her life. I hope she finds happiness with somebody else. I've moved on with my life. I want to keep it copacetic. There doesn't need to be any beef. We're still going to be friends. 5 years from now, when she's married and I'm married, I'm probably going to cheat on my wife with her at some point. You feel me? We've been.
I maybe wouldn't go in with that energy, but
Yeah, bro, what? Why are you just gonna premeditated cheat on your wife at Lush would be damn near 60 years old or something? Like, bro, what? Hold on, man. I want to hear that again.
Bleed germ like this again. She's moving on with her life. I hope she finds happiness with somebody else. I've moved on with my life. I want to keep it copacetic. There doesn't need to be any beef. We're still going to be friends. 5 years from now, when she's married and I'm married, I'm probably going to cheat on my wife with her at some point. You feel me? We've been.
I maybe wouldn't go in with that energy, but
No, I respect it. I respect
what we've been doing for 20 plus years.
That's like your Lil Wayne, Corinne Stevens.
Yeah, pretty much. And I really don't. And it's just like every day I'm trying to get over it. And when there's people that are trying to.
Hold on. So this bitch hasn't stopped dangling her feet because she got. Is this 2 different energy drinks? Why is she double fisting the energy drink? That's why you can't sit still, motherfucker. You don't need to be that geeked up.
Just for the sake of content, be inflammatory when they have their own issues regarding that, which would be much more productive conversations. I think it's funny.
She's shaking the couch. She about to make Josh's Bluetooth butt plug up fucking activate. All this shaking, look, is making them uncomfortable.
As for the sake of content, be inflammatory when they have their own issues regarding that, which would be much more productive conversations. I think it's funny.
I know. I want to see you laugh though. Let's make jokes. I mean, let's change the tone up a little bit.
No, fucking turn it into couples therapy.
Good
again.
mood, but like
I feel like you did not come in a good mood.
Why do you care?
That's a good question.
Hey, you know what? I feel like I got like rhinoceros skin. If this was anybody else, people would like be like shells of their former selves.
No.
So yeah.
Did he come in a bad mood? Let's see. He came in late, and he came in mad late. Let's see what his mood was like when he entered the room.
No jumper now. Christian rap turned into him knocking doonies in the no jumper restroom.
He retired from the Christian rap and now he's on his, turn up shit.
Yo, so I seen that they asked you about the shit the other day.
Yeah.
You said that people should be able to speak their mind.
Yeah, but if it's
How do you have a problem with people speaking their mind? On a side note, even though we're supposed to be monitoring Lush's mood, let's listen to how ridiculous this question is. Is this a question that's based in logic?
The shit the other day.
Yeah, they did.
You said that people should be able to speak their mind.
Yeah, but if it's disrespectful overtly, then I understand.
You have a problem with people having free speech?
Sam, but I just felt like that Spody wasn't the one being disrespectful. Adam was the one bringing up the disrespect. Spody was willing to just podcast, you know what I'm saying? And that sparked it up, kicked up the dust.
What I'm saying is, I think square guys and street guys, we both know when we're about to be disrespectful. Okay, when you went outside, you knew you was going to whoop dude's ass.
Yeah, I wasn't doing no talking.
You knew that.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, you know when you're being disrespectful. So my thing was, if you're a real nigga, I respect that.
Yeah.
But let me put the resistance in front of you and let me see if you the same nigga.
On the likes of almost
if you the same nigga, I can respect it.
Gotta respect it.
But when the resistance is in front of you, niggas want to quit. I don't want to come back.
How are we supposed to evaluate what Lush's mood was when he walked in if he walked into whack hijacking the show? That's not going to be a valid evaluation of the vibes. It's automatically going to be weird vibes. And look how he entered. Look at the posture here. Look at the fucking energy. This is a weird vibe to walk into. At all. It's like 30 minutes or something of this. there's no telling what his mood was, because he went from talking about that to talking about the young and Hefe shit, and then right into pressing Lush, saying that's why the homie fucked your bitch.
What? I think he's denying that he struck the person because that's what.
Who we can't evaluate his mood.
No, what I think.
Of course, his mood was off. The first thing that was said to him was the homie been knocking Jerem down, been swimming in them crackhead guts. Like what? That's not a valid criticism. Let's lighten your mood because it's been shit since you walked in. Why? Wonder why? Maybe this is why. You think this might be why his mood sucked when he walked in the room? Like, come on, what are we talking about? I don't think I have to keep playing this. This is obvious why his mood was like that.
After King Von was killed, all Lil Durk could see and hear was Slide for Von. In every single one of his comment sections, he was taunted, and many believe he crashed out due to the overwhelming amount of pressure to get revenge for Von.
So look, bro. So look, bro. Happy Yonday Squad. Got another dope video. The snake back in rotation. This fool sent me like 13 videos, so y'all know what we on for the next 7 days. Get to the DJ Ghost channel, the Ghost to Go channel, the OG Ghost channel. Y'all know we got a lot. Anyway, light me up. And what I mean by that, let me get 10K. And y'all don't listen. I promise y'all, when I be like, let me get 10K, I said in the beginning of the video, but I don't watch my own videos. That's weird. Like, you already recorded the video, and then you edited the video. Why you gonna watch yourself a third time, Squad? I don't even. Anyway, the other day I went back to the videos. I'm looking at the likes like these old big head fools. None of the homies gave me 10K. Y'all don't even be sparring like that, bro. Like, let's keep. No, for this reaction, bro, it's like, go do this one first. Bro, don't tell me what to do. You just for my videos. Don't be telling me like. No, but here we go, Squad. Hope y'all doing great.
How many people live here?
Great.
2 adults and 3 children. I know of. Nobody's heard or seen it from any of them, right? There's 6 people. Oh, have you guys heard from any of the wife or anything like that?
She's trying to call. They're trying to call every day. They've been calling. Nobody answers any phones.
For 4 days?
Nobody's been to school. Nobody has been in and out of the house from the neighbors.
Okay. There's 2 callers, right?
I know one called today. I know anyway. This is the sister-in-law. This is his wife.
Okay.
And what's your relationship to? I'm friends. She's just friends. Yeah.
We got the second call.
That's when it's time to do a will. I did so many of these videos, bro, to where a girl be late to work and her coworkers calling for a welfare check. I was just late to work. Why are the police at my house? But when your kid's not at school, the parents not at school, they calling the phone for 4 days. Nobody picking up. Hey, somebody get to my sister's house, Squad. You call the police to get over here. Another thing about a welfare check, bro, that I never understood, and I know everybody got their own. We live different. We individuals for a reason. We are. But I never get why or how people can feel like their family members is in the house, DOA. Nobody is responding. They been missing for 4 days. And you call the police to go check on it. My mama would have broken that house at the door. Just like, I got to see what's going on, bro. I do. The police, they going to have to, they see me in the house when they get there, bro. I don't have that much patience to know my family members might be in here, DOA, like life gone, and I got to wait for the police. I'm in the house, bro. Y'all see me in the house?
There was a male who was naked, rocking back and forth in the garage. That was me. That was you. You observed him in the
What?
I'm friends. She's just friends. Yeah.
We got the second caller saying that there was a male who was naked, rocking back and forth in the garage. That was me. That was you.
Why was you naked?
How did you see him in the garage?
I jumped the fence through here, went around.
Medical stage down the road. You guys know the dog? He's really nice.
Lieutenant come here and make a decision what he wants to do at this point. It's been Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
on day 4.
Well, we have enough to go.
And it was a weekend.
He's still inside the garage?
He said he saw him in the garage.
Unless he's moved in.
Rocking back and forth.
3 times. Can you have fire respond down our direction? Use their ladder. He's off the whole thing. He's off the whole thing.
Yeah.
Use your ladder to get up.
I know they don't got a ladder to get up. Oh my God. All these fire drills y'all be seeing, I've been seeing this since I was a kid, bro. They be going viral. Y'all running down the street with 3,000 pounds of fire hose, and then y'all climbing up a building with the ladder, climbing back down the building with the ladder, doing push-ups, burpees, picking up fire trucks, and you need a goddamn ladder to hop the gate. This don't make no sense, bro. Did he get on the roof? Let me make sure I'm sure, because I might be talking for no reason. Did he get on the roof? They needed 2 ladders. Ah, bro got 2 ladders, one to go up, one to go down. Look at this shit.
Hey, DJ Ghost. Let me just let y'all know. He's the reason I got into YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Not to, he got the best content, all that stuff. He up there. Just his grind, his story, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, just, he just happened to be the one I started watching. And I was like, okay. You know what I'm saying? Shout out DJ Ghost, you know what I'm saying? Shout out.
You gotta somebody help me in this motherfucker, bro. You mean to tell me this fool got a ladder to go up the gate and down the gate? The firemen know. You would honestly expect this from the police officers to stay here. Like, not supposed to be as agile as firemen. You go to the police academy when you're 19, 20, you retire at 60 years old, and they've been back one time. Fire department, I'm sure they got every 6 months, every year, some kind of physical they gotta go through, right? You expect this from the police, not the fire department, bro. The paramedics. You know, fire department, the ladder is crazy. They take my job too serious. You do not need a ladder for everything, bro. They probably use a ladder when they have sex. Hey, look. They probably use a ladder when they have.
Hey, show me your hands. Aside, please.
What is he doing?
Hey.
He pissed on himself? Why is that fluid coming from?
Can you stand up for me?
Hey, man.
What they go DJ Ghost, man? He be on it. Like, you see how he looking, like all the tits and stuff. Like, look, he really looking. Like, I don't know if he got a big screen, but I'm trying to figure out what they doing. But his screen is smaller. I'm like, you know, but he be on it. You know what I'm saying? Before we get on.
You guys check this guy out.
What's your name?
It is his video.
Here, okay.
You smell it?
Whoever he's smoking wants to fall back.
I can't tell if it's him.
I can't either.
Well, sir.
What is that fluid coming from him, bro?
Sir, can you put your hands behind your back for me?
Yeah,
Please. All right, hands on your back. Hands on your back for me for a second, okay? So we figure out what's going on.
Thank you. He's got a head wound on this left temple. Sir, can I get your first and last name? Can I get your first and last name? Sir, can you look at me? What was it?
Hey, on God him, I'll be wondering what that sound be on these dang reactions to, not reactions, but just videos from the body cams and stuff. I don't know if they do that on the channels to, I don't know, throw something off, or is that on the body cam? I don't know. It can't be on a specific channel.
What's off about this? Let me tell you. The paramedics is admitting aid to the victim or the suspect, we don't know yet, in the garage before the police even cleared the house. You clear the house first, and then paramedics come in after, right? We didn't see no body cam in this house, bro.
Can you tell me what city you're in? English. You guys got a house, right? Yeah.
This will be a
Hey, can you answer me? Can you tell me your first name? Sean? Did you guys get the house? Ray? Yeah. Yeah. What's your name first? I know. Hey, Sean.
Where's your family?
Is there a key? What's going on? You got any pain anywhere?
I have one more coming right now.
Yes.
This is crazy to me, bro. Enter the house, bro.
Tell me where. Pain in your shoulders? You know how you got your head wound in your black eye? You know how you got a black eye?
For him to have a black eye and a head wound, bro, now I see that the paramedics are aiding the suspect. That's a fact, because if he got a black eye and a head wound, where's the person that did it? Why they haven't came out yet? All the police that's there. Why you naked in the garage? And why they leave you alone? Why y'all still not fighting? So many questions. With that being said, whoever gave him that black eye and that head wound, they did.
Good.
They was trying to fight back. Like I said, the whole family was in the house. They probably heard him offing everybody else with the burner or whatever, or seen it with it, whatever it was, bro. When they start fighting, he off them too. It's a fact. That's a fact, bro.
6 other people, no kids have been going to school, can't get hold of the wife for 4 days. We need to get in the house.
How y'all have it yet?
We want you guys to come.
We got a unit coming right now for that.
Okay?
Because they don't know who the killer is, bro. A boy can come out and just lay down all the paramedics if he wants to. Why y'all didn't clear the house first? This ain't making no sense to me.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, let's walk over to the stretch over here.
We need someone to go with the ambulance to ride in the ambulance. We also have family inside, and I heard of boys. He's got a.
That's all I keep saying. This is family in the house. We ain't heard nobody.
There's 4 kids, mom and dad, kids out in school. They can't get a hold of the wife. They haven't been able to get a hold of him. We found him like this, naked, rocking back.
What is going on?
But we can't get to it. We're going to force it. I'm just waiting for Mike to make it. He wants to wait for the LT. There is the hospital handgun.
So why he didn't wait for the LT when y'all wait in the garage, bro? If y'all can go in the garage, y'all can go in the house. You're acting like that's the trunk of the house to the house. You know how if you get pulled over, they can't go in the trunk of your car, but they can search everything. You know what I'm saying? They acting like the garage is the trunk. No, fool, it's a part of the house. If y'all can raid that garage like y'all just got in there, y'all can go in the house, bro. If you're in trouble already, you're in trouble already. Meaning, if y'all weren't supposed to go in the garage, you're in trouble for that, right? Right. So what's the difference of you kicking in the door, going in the house? Why y'all gotta wait on the lieutenant? We got a welfare check. 6 or 4 people might be dead in that house, bro. This ain't making no sweat. What city is this? I'm gonna be the president soon, bro. I'm gonna fire the whole department.
DJ goes for president.
We don't know because he's not talking.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I just want to make sure if we're okay with 4th century. Go ahead. Hey, this one you got. Go. Okay.
Wow.
Formation entry.
What's that, please?
Side, please.
House quiet as hell, bro.
Clear.
What's back here? Anybody in here? Let me know.
Yep.
What's back here? Anybody in here? Pull him down.
Let me check them. Yes, hold on. 3 12, 2 down, unresponsive.
2 down, unresponsive. Damn.
Obvious echo 2. Total 4.
Echo 2.
2 in the trial.
Okay, pull that ambulance over and go 82 now.
Damn. Like, for real, what can make you off your whole family squad? 3 adults in the house and 2 kids. I know they didn't have no poly going on up in there. With that being said, this wasn't a boyfriend that offed everybody and kept himself alive. This had to be the cousin, the uncle, one of the, you know what I'm saying? He killed the couple and their kids. And they probably let this fool stay there because he a bum ass. You get what I'm saying? Probably over an argument or something, squad. Life it. If that's the case, bro, from now on, we ain't let nobody live with us. And if they do, kick them the fuck out. Because she cool, man. It's my family. I don't give a fuck about your family, squad. Kick them out. Kick them out. Your brother, sister, shit, your mama. We ain't let nobody stay with us, squad. Not after this. If this is the case, we ain't let nobody stay with us no more, bro. Kick them out.
Do not let that guy go. Keep with him.
Are they still outside?
No, they're gone.
They're gone. Who was
Dugan's with the suspect.
It's crazy how life is to where you see how all the people is dead in the house. It's crazy you don't know what's going on around you. And I said this before. And it's a fact that if you are over the age of 21 years old, you done came in contact with about 3 serial killers in your lifetime. Whether that's standing in line behind them at the gas station, sitting next to them at the DMV, walking past them on the Las Vegas Strip. You done came in contact with them before. You just didn't know it. With this right here, I said that to say this. You know how many cars, how many people walk by that house and not even knowing there's 4 dead people up in there? Just walking past the house, bro. That is so crazy, man. Life is. When you think about life, bro, it's wild. It's scary. And I ain't talking about oh my gosh, I'm talking about like anything can happen scary. You can't judge what's gonna happen the next day scary. You get what I'm saying? That's the thing about it. It's scary.
We have a 2-year-old.
So 5.
A 12-year-old and 2 adults.
What's our time frame? Because it smells like it's been a minute.
No one's there from
Clear, right?
4 days.
Yes.
And bro still in the house.
Check it. 319.
4 days and bro still in the house.
I got tape.
You got tape? Tape off the whole house.
Shadows. See this Troy. He's already 82. He's neighbor. This is family. That's family.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Do we take photos?
No.
No, y'all don't. How you don't know that's for the detectives, fool? You give me traffic tickets. You tell me to slow down. This is a warning. You follow me for no reason, bro. You pull me over because I got my hat on. That's what you're supposed to do. How the hell you not know you ain't supposed to take tickets? You take your job it's too serious, bro. You ain't a detective. You gotta get promoted, squad. Did we take pictures of it?
Do we take photos?
No.
Detectives.
I'm seeing the warrant. They'll do everything.
Be slow.
From what I saw, we have 2 adults down, gunshot wound to head. There's 2 kids in the back bedroom. One with about 11, 12. The other one about 2 or 3. With abuse to the head. Didn't see We found suspect in the garage. Black eye, and an injury to the head. And he was naked in the garage, dropping back and forth. So initially they walked out on him, but then there's obviously this odor coming from the house too. It's been 4 days since they heard from anyone.
At this point, you can just stand. We're just outside waiting for detectives. What is it? Gunshot.
Bro hit him all in the head. That's
4
crazy.
days. They're starting to blow the smell. One guy's got bubbles on his skin. Where did we find this guy? He was in the garage. He's got what looks like a contact. Like he might have tried to shoot himself, and it did like. They're just confirming that.
Did y'all hear what this fool just said? These police officers from Neon making entry to the house to the statements they saying from the camera. And bro just said it looked like he tried to shoot himself in the head, but the bullet bounced off. When has that ever happened in life? Look what he just said.
He was in the garage. He's got what looks like a contact. Like he might have tried to shoot himself, and it did go like they're just confirming.
Bounced off.
I mean, it's obvious, but they want to confirm.
Oh
So
my
when I saw
God.
him rocking like that, yeah, the contact dude, I was like, he's killed them all.
It looks like he got punched in the face. He's got a big old black eye.
Well, they could have fought. Who knows?
There is supposed to be a handgun in the house. I didn't see it.
Who was our complainant?
Another. Never mind.
He's the white guy that's over near the.
He's a neighbor.
So the neighbor called because the family was here trying to break in, right?
Yep.
We were here last night on Grace, but we didn't have enough people in yet. Yeah, they've been dead for days. It wouldn't help anyways. And my concern.
Man, people got to understand with this. These people that standing and talking, they are just as smart as or dumb as each other, and they just bringing up facts that are obvious, but things they just observing like a human factor. It's not even facts. It's just things I've all walked in. Oh, it's blood right there. You know, like Go said, it's detectives for that.
Was he's going to be armed in that garage? Thank God he wasn't. I mean, my theory was they're already dead. When I saw him sitting away, they're already dead. It's just a matter of he'd been there a while. He wasn't. He's making no sense. Can you two go stand in the back just so we don't have? I'm serious. I mean, you can start get media. They'll show up anywhere. So
Who is he though?
Okay. There's just a dog.
Like, how he related to the family?
It's rough. I was good till I saw the kid.
Yeah.
I heard the 2-year-old. Yeah. It's like same age as my son. We did find him in the garage though.
But he's okay, right? Like he's conscious.
Why are you worried about him?
When he did whatever. We have no idea how he's involved in it. Like inside there, and they get describe the person located now. We don't know his age on the second. Will you go up?
Days later, the 17-year-old who was found alive in the garage, Shaw Ray, was determined to be an innocent victim. Investigators believe that his father, 42-year-old Day Ray, was responsible for shooting each family member, including his surviving son. Pictured here in an earlier photo, Day Ray, along with his wife, 38-year-old Boop.
This is a trend, bro, and y'all know I'm not lying. I ain't even got to show y'all no case. I ain't got to bring up one. Y'all know for a fact over the last year, we've been seeing all these fathers, bro, smoke their family and they self. Why? What's up with you? Just take your own life, bro. It's like I'm going on with nobody else to have my family. Well, bitch, take your own life, bro. This is wild. So the son is surviving in the garage. We don't pretty much videos, squad. I thought he was the one that went up in there and tried to do everybody. In the midst of him trying to do everybody, one of the adults fired on him. You get what I'm saying? Trying to fight back, and he smoked him. But nah, he went out like a buster. Off his family, then himself. Crazy.
May, their younger son, 11-year-old, and 2 daughters, 8-year-old Christina Ray, and 2-year-old Nye May, died from the injuries. The sole surviving 17-year-old Shaw Ray suffered from a traumatic brain injury and spent between 2 to 4 days in the home without medical attention. 2 decade-long family friends, Michelle Harding and Bridget Schmidt, share their perspectives.
We were there Friday for a few hours and honestly felt nothing but just pure love when we left that home. The siblings, there was so much joy and laughter and giggling, and we just had such a good time.
After the incident, both Bridget and Michelle at Shaw's hospital bedside.
December 22nd, a good time.
After the incident, both Bridget and Michelle.
This picture is so trash to me. This fool just lost his whole family in the hospital unconscious. And y'all want to take this PR-ass photo. You stay on this side, let's stay on this side, and smile. It's not even, oh yeah, he's still in the hospital. He haven't recovered. Bro, y'all want to take this. At a time like this, you all smiles at this boy hospital bed. It's not even a grown man. He's 17. 17. Damn. This Instagram, TikTok, social media society, bro, is trash. And what make it even worse, they old as hell. They remember how it was without the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like, why y'all doing this? Why y'all doing this, bro?
At Shaw's hospital bedside.
December 22nd, I received a call in my
all on the nose. Mind you, she could have rejected the interview on the news too. She cloud chasing her friend's death. This is ill.
A family member at the hospital saying he's now asking for his parents. I said,
dang, she gave us both emotions, the smile and the cry. Whew. Somebody give her what she needs, please. You're doing too much. If I knew what she needed, I'd just give it to her. Like you crying on the news, you smiling at the hospital, back and forth. She is cloud chasing her. Damn.
We'll put on our shoes. We'll be right there. We allowed him to ask questions, and then we gave him the hard answers and explained to him what had happened to him and that his family was all gone and who had done it to him. And his first response was, "This is probably one of the most loving sentences I've ever heard in my life." And he says, "But I still love him." He kept trying to wipe something off of his eyes, and it wasn't long after that when we shared the news with him about the new vision loss that was a part of his life. He's been able to pull himself out.
Dang, he lost his sight.
He's a living, walking miracle, and there's a reason to live.
In the following months, Shaw Ray was placed into a special schooling system for the deaf and blind, where he learned to walk with a mobility cane and read Braille.
The first thing that we said was, we're going to help you walk at graduation. But the second thing we said was, it's okay to have bad days.
Whenever we see them, they bring smile into our face. He's been through a lot, and he's still alive, which is a miracle.
During his recovery, he shared with news sources his philosophy on perseverance.
I just want to keep moving forward with life, to be able to relive memories with my old classmates, teachers, and principals, and move on from that life. I think it'll be kind of mostly nice. Religion is a big part of why I'm always so positive. It gets me thinking that I will be able to see my one major goal is to be happy and to make others happy.
Becoming a true symbol of hope and triumph, Shaw graduated high school.
I'm just so happy. I will be going to the Berkeley Park and majoring in PF. I want to be the inspiration.
But how you going?
I am very grateful.
Now down goes.
Tragedy struck in the following months.
Last week, 19-year-old Sheree died unexpectedly Sunday in his aunt and uncle's home.
After death, the wisdom forged in Shaw's philosophy still rings
out.
Back at the memory.
Complications from his injury for sure. Rest in peace, all right, bro. Like he said, he kept his faith. Hopefully he can see his family now. But this story sad as hell. This story sad as hell. His father is, man, bro.
These are my friends and family. I love them with all my heart. Time is like a leaf in the wind. It's unpredictable, unforeseen, and fleeting. You have to make the best of it.
For those looking to donate, a link is in the description for Perkins School for the Blind.
Man, rest in peace. Dog. I had another video to do something else on now. Y'all before y'all stay safe. Y'all stay out the way, man. DJ Ghost 100. So look, bro. Another